Creed 3, and I made it like 30 minutes in, and I was like, when do I start playing the native dude? And then someone told me it wasn't for another like 5 hours, so I quit.
That was an overstatement, overreaction. That they lied to you, is what I'm saying.
Good morning, everyone. I am now streaming.
Shit, that's not the.
I'm reading the chat. Oh, no one's
Start-
there. I'll just stop the
Start
stream.
rapping.
No, continue on. You're talking about Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck Assassin's Creed. If you want to play a good game, play Abiotic Factor.
No, fuck
Yeah.
that game too. If you want to play a good game, play Gears of War.
No. Play Cyberpunk.
You know, everybody, Gears of War 1, it's coming out in the next 2 months. And it's
With no
cross-play
horror.
and cross-progression.
The first Gears of War is coming out.
That's right.
Since it's already come out before, you must mean in a different manner.
Hey, what's that?
Re-release? Is it remade?
What's that
It's being
Cyberpunk
remade.
Okay.
payday
nice.
game?
Sorry, what web?
Den of Wolves.
Yeah, we gotta take a look at that.
That is not.
Is the
That's
Tasty
to be
Cool
announced still. The
I guess
release.
So Scary Studio
Oh.
Orchestra.
Why the
So
fuck
should
am I
we
getting
talk
ads for this
OVC?
game?
What are we doing?
What's happening in the scene, Seib? Okay, it's a bit to set up. I haven't written the dialogue yet, but basically, the bad guys are scientists, but they have magical powers, and they're trying to take over everything. So they go into a room where this guy is literally called the Authority. Like, it's not meant to be any meaningful figure. It's not a politician. It's not your boss. It's just the Authority man. I thought that would be enough to avoid any political commentary that I am not intending. I had this idea before reality became like this. Alright, let me just get that straight.
And we won't be hearing nothing about it to anybody else.
Yeah, this horrible man has fired upon this innocent woman, and she's fallen to the floor, and he runs in. And this is a difficult one to animate, so it'll take me a while. He's running in, and they're going to threaten, and they're going to take away the Authority. And it's going to be goofy and silly. I imagine he's going to have a funny voice. And I'm not going to name names, but I think maybe Bart would be like a good candidate for him. I'm not sure yet, though. I got to write it first. Because, like,
Bart doesn't have a beard yet.
He has a really big, yet he does sound like a young man still. Like, it has that sort of, like Fry from Futurama, you know, childish. But I don't want to call him a child, obviously.
You just
voice actor Billy something.
No, boyish charm.
Billy Quizboy.
It's not like he's immature. That's not what I
Billy
mean to say.
Quizboy.
He has that good flavor, and I think it would suit this guy. But I'm not sure yet, so I haven't told him. And,
You just told everybody
never
else,
watches
though.
our stream, though. Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, you've told everybody except.
You told everybody but Bart Boy.
Shit, that's how I do things. Right, get used to it.
Well,
I'm probably going to change
you
my
can all
mind
let Bart
anyway.
Boy know he's got a part.
I'm probably going to cut this character, and then he's not going to be in it. So it's your fault now.
Shit. Yeah, it's your guys' fault.
Yeah,
That's
good
just
job.
The crazy
Chad.
Good job, audience.
of indie film.
Is Coach gonna eat pizza?
Yeah, okay. He can do that.
And that's not all.
Let's go to Notepad and checking off things. Yep, he can eat pizza. Yep. What's next?
That's all your notepad says. It's
French fry.
Coach will eat this in a list of things.
Oh,
Check, and check.
I don't know what Coach is going to do yet. Like, I keep changing my mind because like everything is hilarious when it comes to Coach. So like, I don't want to talk about any of these silly ideas because then if that's the one, it's gonna spoil it. But I got some dumb ideas and ones that undercut all the seriousness that's left. like for example, Coach is in control of everything, and his method of control is silly. Let's just say that.
That's his superpower.
But maybe he's not like it's. I don't know. Coach is just how I'm gonna have to feel it out because The only thing that has to work is Coach being funny. If I can try to make him as funny as I can, which is not always easy. That's the only thing that matters. He could just be like, and his character could be doing absolutely nothing at all to the story. He just is there. And then these guys can have their story. That's how I can do it. Or I can make Coach take over the story. That's what I'm getting at. Hijack, if you will.
Coach should totally do that.
Because, like, you know when you got a character, right? Where he's like the I'm not real character. Like, I haven't watched Death Note, but I imagine that dude isn't really visible to anyone else. The character named, you know.
You got this. You got this. What's his name?
Z.
Z-Y-L?
I don't remember, man. I haven't actually watched. I watched that movie. It was awful, so I forgot it.
The live action? I haven't watched any Death Note.
Yeah, his name was.
Don't take that as a good before the chat goes crazy saying, "Why would you watch that?"
I don't watch anime like a nerd.
Honestly based.
But
what you did just watch and finished and caught up on.
Oh yeah, Invincible. Yeah.
Invincible spoilers.
No, I want to talk about Death Note now. So,
yeah, let's not talk about the thing you don't know.
I was like, let's save this. Well, I think someone at least said, let's save this
what
conversation.
Name you put in your book?
I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah.
There's where.
Leave
them off.
What name would I put? Sorry, someone asked in the chat. Did they? What name would I put?
No, that was a question I asked.
Oh, okay. Look, I don't think I'd come down, like, if I realistically had that book and you write whatever name, I'm like, what the fuck, I'm not doing that. That's honestly what I think I'd get to eventually. And you can say, like, oh, I'd write bloody Adolf Hitler in there because I'd go back in time and just, you know, like, oh, I want to save the
demon
world.
guy is like,
you get there and you're like, I'm gonna not be a psycho killer man with a book. That's so strange.
Like the song Psycho Killer by Talking Heads.
Who knows what would happen? Like, it's not for you to make such decisions, right? But say, like,
but you got the book.
You look up,
that's like the point.
You look up health insurance, and I'm just gonna leave it there. So I'm not sure. I
don't really know the lore behind that, but I think the point is, I don't know if you're like chosen who gets the book.
People. Laws don't matter, mate. Laws are crazy.
Well, like, why do you come across the book, or does the demon give you the book? And what happens if you don't use the book?
What if you get arrested and the cops take you in, and then Chief comes, he's like, all right, throw the book at him, and then they throw the book at him.
You say Chief? Chief shows up?
Yeah, the chief of the police comes in, he's
Chief?
like, all right, fellas, let's throw the book at him. But, like, it's like a figure of speech. So they, like, hit him with some hard convictions or whatever they do. They don't convict, they charge. Anyway, but then they throw the actual physical book because they're stupid, because police are all stupid.
It's a robot chicken joke.
No,
I have to throw the book at you, and the judge throws a book at the defendant. Based.
Just a lot of them.
Next can Goku. Wait, hang on. Let me go down this list. BG thought Taste Equals 10 was finished. They're probably thinking of 9. 10's not out yet.
I'm in BGB, and I'm like, oh, hello.
I'm not on a first name basis with BGB.
Yeah.
Another question. If you could erase an anime from existence...
I saw that message. I didn't answer that question. Now it's gone from my memory.
Yeah, go ahead. The question about they thought Taste Equals 10 was finished.
Well, it had an ending, because I wouldn't leave an episode without an ending, but then there's just another one. It doesn't have to end. The only reason people thought it was ending is because it took so long. Oh, he's clearly not going to keep bothering with this, right? No, still bothering.
I'll admit, I thought Taste Equals 9 was also the end.
You just think
I
I'm
thought it
getting
was.
old. That is it. All you people who
No,
think I
I
stopped
thought
now
you were.
because I am older. Just think I'm too old.
Let's
That's
slow
all
down.
it is. 100%. That is all it is.
I thought you
If I
wanted
was
to
a
move on.
20-year-old, you're like, well, shit,
I
that
thought-
was awesome. What's next?
I thought you were done with the
This
series. I thought you wanted to move
ancient
on.
man not clearly top such a undertaking. So wonderful.
Whatever.
Clearly, I'm already doing better in this one, and you're like, you guys are like, huh? It's you do it as long as you want to, my friends. And I said,
Well, you were
clearly,
giving off vibes
every
at the
steam.
time that you were sick of it. You were like sick of animating that scene. You were like done. You
This
gave off
is-
vibes. That was
this
the
is
ending.
slander. All right, I said I don't want to do anything like that for a while. Clearly, that sort of scene. Like, I'm gonna keep making the video, and then that.
The way you ended it, it was like Coach straight up says, "Hey, let's end it right here," and he walks away.
Oh yeah, but then it's like Nick shoots him. That's not really like I'm done with all
That's
this.
just
It's
that's just like a bit.
Okay, all right. I get that you North Americans think that gun violence is normal,
my God.
but if you shoot a gun at someone, clearly there's unresolved issues.
It's
That's
a
why-
joke.
All right, I wasn't clear enough. I got
You weren't clear enough. A bunch of other people.
No, no, that's valid. That's valid. It does look like an ending, but I didn't.
Yeah, it is
I
very.
really don't mean to make it an ending. I didn't leave it like that so I could be like, oh, well, that's actually the ending. I'm done. No, I thought that was an opening. I'm just dumb, I mean, also, let me tell you, being at the very end of Tasticles 10, I was pretty... 9, sorry. This is the other one. I was very keen to just end it. Alright, that's it. Alright, I'll throw in one video of Coach B and G-Man. That's it. That was like literally the last 2 things I did, and I was like, I'm just gotta stop. I'm so tired of this. Exhausted. And I had a deadline too, because I'm an idiot. Don't give yourselves deadlines.
Yeah.
So yeah, the ending's not perfect. It didn't make it obvious that it was going to continue straight after that time, because Nick just goes up the stairs too and chases Coach. That's what would happen. And that's what it starts with on this one. Kinda. Anyway, I'm getting so distracted.
I tried giving myself a deadline to do my project. It was like, do my project before you get done with this one.
Yeah, but you also got to give it a
Not-
lifeline.
not
But
I'm not making very good progress on that. I don't think it works for everybody.
well, that's all right. It's always gonna be there. You just gotta finally one day open it up. Like, this is not a story that I had a time limit to make. Just like Hitman the Hitting took like 10 years before I went, I'm gonna actually make it now. That would be great, because I've always wanted to.
See, that's the worst thing. Is like, I have the time to make it. I
Well,
just don't.
yes, it is an effort though to actually
Yeah.
start working.
Yeah.
And
That's the
thinking
hardest
about
part.
wasting time is only going to counteract your motivation. It's just weighing you down.
True.
No, like we got to go like, oh fuck, I want that time, and I'm going to take that time, snatch it up, maybe stream on Saturday before I'm probably not going to be able to do this for a while.
Yeah.
So you just get to
Doctor
it.
told Seib he had to stop animating.
Yeah, old Doc said, people would believe that. No, I just, I'll try to. I haven't been able to do it in the mornings. It gets so cold and dark in the winter. In summer, I was up at like 6 and doing it every morning. It was great. Now it's down to like 15 degrees Celsius.
Ooh. Oh no.
And then Sicko's like, oh yeah, it gets negative 40. Like, I can't even fathom. That is colder than a freezer I've been in. Like, what is that? That's not real.
It's actually 16 out right now.
Yeah, and that's summer.
Look at that.
It's colder there in summer.
This has been the coldest it's been in a little bit.
Yeah.
It was blistering the whole week until like today.
Yesterday I was in the office and there's something wrong with the heating provided, but you got any fans? Yeah, I just wanna in a meeting, it's really hot. It's fucking near the winter solstice in lovely Brisbane, Australia.
I mean, I always thought that like heaters were way stronger than AC units. So like if you got the heater on it, it's noticeable. But if you got the AC on, it's like I don't know.
I don't even
Don't
know
notice it as much. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
I noticed this guy's not wearing a ski mask. He's
Uh,
gonna animate his face.
well, when it's like close up, give him a bit of detail so he can smirk and snicker, and he's like, "I'm bad." Like, give him something to make him
Right.
emotionally bad guys, so you don't have to be like, "Oh, well, just death and violence is not fun." But if they're like a mean guy, like say if Invincible had multiple versions of himself in different universes and they're mean, you can just tell that they're a prick.
Hypothetically. Yeah.
Yeah, look, that shows. I thought, oh yeah, it's getting. No, it got a lot better. I'm glad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very happy with this current one. But also, I think I've taken to like where dinner in America. I've just really gotten into things that is genuine, right? It's just a comic book story. It's actually not as like heavy hitting and as miserable like it can be, and there's guts and stuff, but like at the end of the day it's like no, it's just a superhero, doing super stuff. There's still some serious choices and stuff, but Battle Beast comes back and he kills a Viltrumite. He's so sick. Battle Beast, when I saw that episode when he was introduced, I was like, alright, forget it. What Omni-Man can't do anything. There's a Battle Beast. He'll defeat him. And so Battle Beast disappeared for 3 seasons and came back. I'm like, yes, Battle Beast is the reason Omni-Man would never work. Especially since there's also a dragon that's indestructible. Like, every episode with the off-brand sort of characters, it just makes me go, Omni-Man is not really a threat. Like, forget it. He nearly lost to the Guardians the first time.
Yeah, it makes you think like, where was Battle Beast and the dragon during that?
Is
like
a bad guy, he doesn't care about innocent people. So like he's just a cat, so
he's not a bad guy.
He's
a warrior.
That's bad's
no,
cool.
No.
Bad's cool. He's bad like Michael Jackson.
I mean, he's a bad boy, sure. He's
not
he's not
like
a
Michael Jackson bad.
Right. I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly, I think there is. I don't know. I didn't feel like, but still,
it's never proven.
I still find him as a victim of all that anyway.
Right.
It's a tragic thing. But you can make fun of him because he's also super wealthy and like, come on, he's better than us, right?
He's dead.
Yeah, like you can't really defeat his wonderful career. He's still much better than any of us.
Seeing people asking,
Michael Jackson. I'm talking about Invincible.
Yeah, speaking of Invincible, some of these folks are wondering who would win between Coach or Battle Beast. Easy answer.
Oh, what? Look, it depends on who makes it. If I made it, Coach would win, and he'd do a freaking tap dance on Battle Beast. But, well, shit. If I was feeling like I like Battle Beast at the time, I'd just have like Battle Beast would win, but then like Coach's like body on the ground, he wouldn't look that bad. And then you see he vanishes, and then a manhole cover closes, so like he gets away. That's what would happen if Coach lost. He'd just be like, "I'm just gonna get away." Just like that. Heroes. You remember Heroes? That awful show.
I never watched. I know of it.
Sylar at the end of this huge series where he steals all his powers, and he's like, "I'm gonna fight them," and then they defeat him, and it's not that great because they didn't have much money back then. But TV shows in general, and then he just gets away, and a manhole cover closes. So lame. Like it's one of those. Hated it. Man, all I do is ramble. Anyway, what's the next
Is
question?
Euclid asks, does Coach get stronger the hungrier he is?
That's a good point. I could do that. No, he gets weaker. That's what I always thought. He needs to.
Yeah, we've talked about it a bit.
Because like if I've done this, but if you go like about 2 weeks without eating, you get really slow. So like that would happen to Coach as well. Don't do that. Don't not eat. Look, yeah, sure.
Fasting.
The thing is, people keep asking me like questions about what Coach can do. Like, no, he literally does whatever I want him, and on the moment, that's the point of that character. It's like the mask. It's like, can he turn into a wolf? Yeah. When there's a good-looking lady.
Yeah. And his leg starts hitting the ground. Starts whistling. He can make Tommy guns out of balloon animals. It's awesome. Everybody go watch The Mask, Jim Carrey. When did that come out? 95?
Yeah, 97. I don't know.
94.
4. Wow. Same year as Jurassic Park. Man, I was watching, as I often do, Red Letter Media, and they're talking about Back to the Future. Just how quaint, like, how much of a feat it was to put the same guy on screen twice. To split the screen up. And like, it looks great. And you know it would have been something they had to figure out. Now you can just do whatever. So like, it looks even more impressive now compared to that. AI can make The Rock, you know, realistically eat chicken in the desert. Or was it Vin Diesel? I can't remember. No. I'm mixing them all up. But anyway, like, yeah, you can do that. And you can make it look real soon, but Back to the Future is still going to be watched by people because it's cool. But people should still do that sort of stuff where they, like, you know, play Gmod and make a video out of it, right?
That's unheard of.
AI.
That can't be right. Everyone uses SFM.
I can promise you I'm not going to make AI animate for me because that is not the point. Like, I do the animation. I do it because I want it.
You don't want a preset animation, everything, and use automated facial animation.
What? No. But the thing is, that's what I do it for. No. I'm just going to get up on my soapbox.
You're telling me you would rather animate the face.
The work.
You'd rather animate the face than seeing the guy's face go bah, 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 bah.
So look at your creation and see a man saying cheeseburger apocalypse and to believe it.
That is everyone's end goal, I think.
And yet you the other day were playing Fortnite where Darth Vader with an AI generated voice was speaking to you. Have you no shame?
I admit, not my finest moment. But I had to experience it for myself.
Yeah, it's a curiosity. I'm not really. I'm not above partaking in a bit of capitalism and Nightmare World. I still have to live there. But I cancelled Amazon, and I don't think I could do it again because he took over all of Venice recently and said, "You are now my wedding caterers." Venetians, and Leonardo DiCaprio is there, even though he's like, you know, environment, it's like, you know, falling apart. But anyway, Venice is underwater, and I'm there for a wedding for the Amazon CEO. Oh my god, I'll complain about those guys, but you know, you're fine, Suko. Those
good.
Those moral delinquents.
Got sold animations in the chat, and got Lethal Films, Gmod movies.
Man, did you hear? Oh, Denis Villeneuve is making the next James Bond. It's going to be so good. It's going to be like one of my favorite movies. I just know it.
Have they announced the new James Bond actor?
Denis Villeneuve. Sorry, what?
Have they announced the new actor for James Bond?
Dude, doesn't matter who it is. It's Denis Villeneuve making the film. It could be The Rock.
Oh God.
Honestly, no. Well, obviously, those guys influence movies negatively because they have their own things that they, force on. But yeah, like, shit, make it Timothy Chalamet. I don't care. It's gonna be a good movie.
I want it to be Matt Berry.
Terrible. He's a little man. Like, as a little man myself, I can say it, but he's not masculine.
I know they had
masculine. I can say that.
They had Rowan Atkinson do a parody movie. He might actually be
English.
A genuinely good. Yeah, Johnny English.
Yeah. Well,
I think Rowan could make a pretty good James Bond.
Honestly, yeah. Like, he's cool as shit. But he's clearly in the comedy business.
Yeah.
Be taken seriously. It's a huge thing. Just think, right? So James Bond. Since I am spending time with older gentlemen in the IT world, they're like near in 60. What they talk about is the gadgets, like the watch and the cars, like as products. It is a huge advertising franchise. The watch that James Bond has is gonna be a hot seller straight after. So they're not putting like anything but like the most perfect thing, and it'll be like whatever people demand at the time, which is probably Idris Elba, and that'd be great. Big handsome fucking dude. People will be like, well, but he's not the correct color. Like, yeah, those dickheads, they don't know what they're talking about, because the movie's gonna come out and it's gonna be Denis Villeneuve making it, and it's gonna be like the best thing. And it's going to be so good. And it'd be like, man, poor Daniel Craig. His time is over.
It's like the worst thing about it is just like every headline will totally just be like his skin color.
No. Well, that's if the world sucks then. Hopefully it doesn't.
I mean, call me
I don't want to say you couldn't be right, because it could be that.
A negative Nancy.
Yeah, but the headlines are what the people are saying, and I don't want the people saying that. They sort of hide away from their racism for now.
Yeah.
And besides, like, it's a business, bro. If this is the person that people want as James Bond, and they say yes, it's a good movie, like, your headlines are going to be wrong, bro. And then your business is going to go out. The movie business is going to be better than you. Fox News. And thankfully it's English, so there's not going to be as much. Like, Fox News would be like, but he's meant to be a white American. They don't say that, and they'll probably be talking about other stuff by then, like, oh, the new president is an alien.
Yeah,
he really is an alien, whoever the president is at the time.
It's gonna be the flavor of the week, whatever the president decides.
And you know what? It'll be the first time in all their existence they'd be right, because the president will be an alien in 5 years' time. But that doesn't matter, because Denis Villeneuve is going to make a James Bond film, and it's going to be the best damn film.
I don't even know the director. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
He's a Canadian. Should be very proud.
Oh, that's good. Only the Canadians make the best movies. Everyone knows that.
Fucking some of the best movies are made in Canada.
Oh yeah, made in Canada for sure.
Well, these people
they're not made by Canadians though.
No, they're the crew though. Like, you can get like 5 people from the US. They're like,
I mean, some of the best actors are Canadian,
and this is overly paid director. And you go there, and all the Canadians do all the work, and they fucking get the toilets cleaned and everything as well, all the shitty jobs. Yeah. And then they get a catering done. And the year's like, no, my personal chef will take this.
A lot of the best actors are Canadian. Just most Canadian film directors they don't have a good track record most of the time.
It's bad. Like, man, some of the best, I can say, are Canadian. Like, what's his name? Cronenberg isn't he? I have a feeling he might be. Or it's the other weirdo body horror guy. Classic.
They're like old movie makers, really.
He famously doesn't like leave Canada. I think I read that he doesn't leave Canada. He's like, "Now come here." And he's made great films. History of Violence.
Gold.
All you young fellas should watch that once you become mature to rent from the video store an R18 film. That honestly, I've been through that. I've seen that. You guys probably can't go into the video store and renting something because now you can legally do it.
Yeah, it's all digital now.
Yeah, now you just lie and say, "No, I'm 1979 is my birthday."
Yeah, you just use your dad's birthday and move on. Now, let's see.
Taking a million years. I'm just chatting.
Pineapple Mountain asked about 6 minutes ago, will we see Alice, the Quiet Girl, and Zoe again?
I'm not able to say anything to spare spoilers.
No comment. Logsauce says the coach reminds them of Beetlejuice, overpowered but in a playful and awesome way.
Yeah,
they love where they coach sits and Tasty Cools. I agree.
Yeah, like it's a common character, like a dude that's just the silly man, overpowered. It's Q from Star Trek. He's fucking funny as hell.
It's Bugs Bunny.
He just comes in and has a mariachi band play in front of a spaceship. Like, it's so fun. That's Coach. He just does whatever. It doesn't matter. It's Bugs Bunny. The same sort of idea.
Yeah. It's
and
good.
It's easy to write, so you don't need to praise me too much. Coach is not deep. I just like his acting, and he's a pretty man to me. So
he's very handsome.
He's got a great voice, and it's a nice, perfect collection of stuff that I can make a story out of. Right? It's so fun to just mess around. It's not serious. I didn't have to make anything really. Just animate it. So yeah, I recommend Gmod if you don't actually want to get paid or do any serious animation. I can't remember what this guy looks like. I'm gonna have to wing it. One of the main
Katana.
characters.
Go on.
Katana.
A person named Katana. We were talking about the movies earlier. I think we were talking about Idris Elba being James Bond and how it'd be unfortunate that headlines wouldn't really be talking about his acting. Katana brought up that part of them hates the likelihood that Ballerina, that John Wick spin-off movie, won't sell as well, even though, or just because it's a woman instead of John Wick, even though it's a really good John Wick movie.
Yeah.
Good action movie.
Yeah, it's interesting to try. Like, it's good that movies are doing it. Everyone's always theorized, like, no, but female-led movies will do poorly. Look, Birds of Prey. Like, that movie had no advertising. I didn't know it existed. So that is why. Like, it's not hard to get, what's her name? That Australian who's the same age as me from the exact same city. Fucking Barbie. Like, Barbie. She's the head of that movie.
Oh,
she can make anything sell. No, Birds of Prey failed because you guys suck at your job. You put Batwoman on the shelf. Probably bad because some white dude made it, some idiot. Like, honestly, it is actually just a white man's fault on this case. These studios suck. It's not even really worth debating. It's not super serious. It's just movies. But yeah, thankfully, like, people who try risks, like the John Wick's franchise, they're doing it for him. Are they Hollywood? I imagine they could be like anything, like a Swedish sort of company or something. That's what I think. Do you know anything about the franchise?
Not really. I think it's Hollywood.
Aaron's always going, man, Keanu Reeves so cool. What about the dudes that made the film, though? Like, yeah, everyone loves Keanu Reeves. He's cool as shit. But like,
John Wick is an American media franchise created by Derek Kolstad.
It doesn't tell me anything.
It was produced by Stars Entertainment.
Yeah, like not Warner Brothers or something like that. Just avoid those big guys. They're not really making.
Stars Entertainment was founded in Vancouver, Canadian company. Canada takes another W.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I'm kind of serious about Canadians being better filmmakers. And I am
Yeah,
not
that is
sure I fully am in on the quality of Californian acting. I don't know if I really think it's good anymore. Now you got like, but it's California, it's Hollywood. It's like Al Pacino. He's from New York or something.
Yeah.
No, because, and I'll probably rant too much, but I base this all on GTA 4 and GTA 5 because these games were made in New York and then Los Angeles. I think the acting's better in number 4, and they had less money. They had more risk involved because they hadn't made something so big. It's just a better game, better story. California cannot do that. They are too wealthy and too privileged. They cannot make such art themselves. And America sucks. So anyway, talk about Canada more.
True.
No,
It's
America doesn't
beautiful up
suck. They did great things. It's a shame what's happening. If anyone actually wonders what my political opinion is.
Nobody's brought up politics in the chat yet, thank Christ. Katana has an animation question. Is the the person you were animating for most, the one you moved on from, is the MPE5 parented to his hand or welded? Does it have its timeline keyframes?
Oh, this guy? So like, just wondering about how it's on there. It's this bone merge thing. But that's just me being lazy, because the way
the guy it's the same with the guy that you were animating before that ran through the doorway after the woman.
Yeah, the thing is though, I could just weld it because the method of rendering it, it would correct any of the floatiness. No, well, this sort of binds it to the model, while welding would be to the skeleton, so it's not going to be perfect, exact. Just
yeah, I always found the weld always had like this kind of lag to it.
Yeah,
where like the model
frame by frame.
and then
the thing is, I had smoke in that scene, right? So I don't think I could have done it frame by frame very well.
Yeah. Unless he animated the smoke frame by frame.
Which I tried. I couldn't get a good smoke texture. And I was like, why am I bothering, man? I've already spent 10 hours. Not really, but it felt like that. So yeah, I just went and do it quick. It's Gmod. It'll look cool, because it looks like shit anyway.
Yeah, what do you do in a scene where if a character has an item that they pick up or put down, so like bone merging or welding, the welding could work, but you know, like, do you just animate it frame by frame?
Yeah,
when you do that.
At the end of the day, there is a frame for every single position it will be in, and it will just first it'll be welded to his hand. It makes it harder to go back, but if I just take the first frame, it's exactly in the position it should be when it's welded, so just weld it again. But if it's left on the table, yeah, it will go there and be welded to the table for the rest of those frames. So you can be as precise as you want. That's why it takes a lot longer to make now, because I didn't used to. I used to record real time. Taste Skills 6 and 7 is real time. First part, you can, if you pause, Testicles 8, 9, yeah, 9. If you pause it at the start, there's a lot of weird poses because that was all real time as well. It's a bit muddy looking as well. I went from Shadow Play, which is a GeForce product, which you shouldn't use. And then I went,
that's what you were using for?
Well, like, I didn't have money to buy expensive things.
No, I'm just surprised.
These programs are cheap now. You can use OBS to record. It's actually pretty good. It's free.
As long as it doesn't crash.
Yeah. Let's wait for another one. You young fellas are so privileged with software. wraps.
A lot of
site.
things.
You have to buy it. I didn't have money at the time. I could now, but
Fucking
it's using Gmods rendering.
unregistered Hypercam 2.
Yeah.
That was shit back in the day. Making Club Penguin music videos. What a time.
Going into IT has
Back when
opened my
the
eyes though. Like, we're renewing the contract for this recording software, $10 million per 6-month period, and 3 people will use it in the organization to record their screen. Like, that's an exaggeration, but it's like, now in the real world, people put all this money into it, and people get the support to work this software for what they need. These consumer products, you pay for them, they're cheap, they're very, very cheap compared to what they'd make in actual business. And like, it's, and they're just silly toys compared to like the real stuff. So don't be too, like, if you got the money, yeah, spend it on your software. Otherwise, one day, people will not make it for you. Those non-profit softwares are just like heroes, basically. And we have 7-zip in my organization, and that's all we need. Because Igor, his name's Igor something, he made this software and just made it free. And I hope it doesn't get taken for granted once AI takes over everything. I would never be able to code.
Taken for granted.
Yeah, well, not now that they're listening to an old. I can't say drunkard anymore. I used to say old drunken like me. I can't say it because I'm not. Oh, I should start drinking again.
So you can call yourself that?
Yeah, just to demean myself, which is all drinking is. It just demeans you. You feel like shit.
So
like,
you're old.
What do I do this for? This is great.
You're an old vegan.
I'm not a
amateur animator. Vegan's a lot easier than saying.
Yeah, but it's like, first of all, people can put whatever they like in their mouths. Thank you. But it's always brought up like it's a character statement. Like what? What I ate? Man?
That's because it is. Yeah, because they make their whole life about it.
Okay. All right, whatever. Sounds like a witch hunt to me. But I clearly don't. I don't need to talk about it.
I mean, you might not need to.
Okay. Well, those like bloody vegans, wherever they are, I hate them.
Yeah.
I'm calling out the absurdity of it. It's a social faux pas to like take on vegans, especially when they're not even there. These people.
They exist.
Man, I'll tell you what's awesome. There's Hare Krishna's, and they have a restaurant. And I don't think it's called this anymore, but it was called Govinda's Cheap Food. It's like the best, and they do it all vegan. So it's like the things that you got to do to make something that's appetizing when it's stuff that is not the processed stuff you're used to. It's just interesting to see what sort of tastes they can get out of it. And you're like, this is just some dough, or a particular dough. It's not like a common dough. And the flavorings are like, so there's crazies, alright? These are real crazy people. We're so vegan they won't eat onion because it is a very flavorful vegetable, right? It's like, no, I won't have that can of onion juice. It's too strong for me. And like, they're gonna make appetizing food, so like with those prerequisites, they make some very good food, very interesting stuff. And it's all like fruits and stuff is what is sweetening it, not like just sugar. So you gotta try that stuff. Now, you don't have to eat it a lot because you might just be like, no, I just want a steak. That's cool. But like, don't knock it. It's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah. I've never had like a vegan burger, but I mean, I've always been willing to try. It sounds interesting enough.
You don't even have to care about the environment or anything, or like the, you know, like feelings of an animal. You could just be like, no, I hate animals, or like, I just want to see pain and suffering. You could be like that, like people are. But still, it's yummy. So it should please every human, because humans care about just what's yummy and wealthy.
Yeah.
I got everyone all at once because you're all humans.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather eat like a veggie burger than like a nutrient pill.
Oh yeah, pills is not food. That's just stupid. That's
No.
dystopian. Nah, man. I hope food is, like, the quality of food is something we maintain, because it's scary to think that, yeah, it's just all this loss in value and, like, quality of products.
Yeah.
Because of a certain nation that doesn't think science is real. What a nightmare. They're getting their hands into the seeds that they, like, put in big things that they protect for hundreds of years. They're getting into that shit. Oh my god. We're done, son.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Log Sauce said a while ago,
Sorry.
if you manage to get the voice actors for Left 4 Dead to all join in and make an animation, that'd be sick. That would be sick.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I don't really know what they're up to. I know, like, some of them have cameos open. I don't know what Hugh Dillon does. He had the music career. I don't know if he still does that.
I don't think I enjoy collaborating with them though. They're different people to me. Like, who do I get to voice these things? Other dorks that do animation.
I mean, they don't seem like celebrity people.
I'd be like, hey,
they've
Chad L.
been
Coleman, tell me
on
about your
band
time in
projects
the army.
before.
Wasn't he like a war photographer? Like, that's something I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe.
He does like a
You know
good
more
drink.
about him
So.
than I
Hey, remember that time when you were publicly drunk? Yeah, man, I don't either.
I love going on Subway.
To be honest, I don't know the first thing about Chad L. Coleman. I just think he's a good actor. I just like their work.
Yeah.
But all I'm trying to do is not make the best video. I'm not trying to like make it really good. I'm just like doing it. That's all. So I don't think I'd bother. Now, if they did it for free, I'd be like, that's a great novelty, and the fans would love it. Sure, whatever.
That would be very nice of them.
But I'm still gonna use some of your lines from Left 4 Dead because they're so funny, like this one. Alright, gotta keep moving.
You just be doing like...
just be saying, keep moving. What?
Yeah, it's just my normal voice. They're like doing impressions, just talking to them normally.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, when he's in Expanse, shout out Chad L. Coleman, he doesn't really sound like the coach voice. He's like too serious, not humorous at all. So like maybe that's his real voice.
Maybe.
But
who did you say Chad L. Coleman voiced in Invincible? It was like only in the first episode.
The Martian character, the stretchy man. Yeah, he's just one of the original Guardians. And yeah, he does I am just a hero voice. He doesn't have that sass.
Yeah.
He doesn't yell or anything.
I always forget that the Martian character and the green stretchy character are two different people in that first episode.
The who? Martian and the stretchy green. Who's the green stretchy?
There's like a bright green person, right? They're in like a full bodysuit, I think.
There's someone who gets larger and smaller, and she's sort of still.
No, not Shrinking Ray. I'm talking about in the first episode in the Guardians of the Globe. I swear there's like
it's been a long time since I watched it. I know there's a speed.
I swear that there's like a bright green character. Yeah, there is. Okay, I'm not crazy. Anyway, Sold Animations asked a little while ago, do you like the new update from the Ragdoll Mover tool, or is it the same?
Yeah, it's even more cool tools. I love it. So like,
yeah, I think it's great. You can hold the crouch button or the walk button, and you can like select the finger bones. It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't even bothered with that. I just give them basic hands. But yeah, so one thing that I haven't gotten used to yet, but We now have to unselect the kinematics, right? IK chains, inverse kinematics. You have to go individually on each one. I still do that just by habit, but you can select all and deselect all. Just quickly like toggle all off or all on. That's a welcome change. I'm sure someone got frustrated too. Probably someone named don't tell me. Pinal Akushari. That's it. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, that was my second choice.
Pinal Akushari is a man that is, I believe, Russian, and he is the person who has been improving these tools, I think, but I think he deleted his account, so I don't know if I can actually talk to him anymore. It is a shame. I made a video with him once. I did that, one of those tennis videos, back and forth thing. He is a smart man.
Oh, is that the one with the engineer?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, and then he started doing things with that character from Risk of Rain 2, the commander guy. That was cool. That's a neat little model guy that dude has. You know the basic gun guy from Risk of Rain?
Yeah, I think it's called the Commando.
Ah, Commando.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like the orange guy with the fishbowl head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mysterio.
Yeah. Soon the Skeleton asked, what do you think you animate the best, SFM or Gary's mod?
Sorry, what? What do I
They say,
animate
what
the best?
do you think you animate the best? I don't know if they mean, what do you think is a better tool for animation, or what you animate better
That's
on?
a common question. You should learn SFM, but I've not used it ever, so I can't really give you much advice.
I see it has a lot of issues.
If you want to do what I do, you go and start by drawing a lot and then animating a drawing and doing page-to-page drawings, like physical pieces of paper, and draw them, and draw bouncing balls on a light box thing that's like a wedge-shaped wooden box with a light in it, so then the light comes through the paper so you can see the next page. So that's how you draw over them and get like clean up lines. So that's what I did. You don't have to do any of that, just use SFM if you want. I don't mind.
Don't mind. I won't tell on you.
Yeah, if the question's like, what should you start using? I did not use.
Oh, Webb's back. You can drag him in again.
Oh, Webb.
Webb has returned. There he is.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
What up?
What did I miss? Oh, the second
So
guy.
I am taking a long time to do this.
Well, gosh damn it! Why aren't you faster?
Because I'm also rambling about stuff. I brought up politics once or twice. Sorry.
Yeah, without me?
Yeah.
Said sorry like a me.
Like a you. Hey, don't think you've got the full deck with regards to manners.
Yeah, you've got the full dick.
Full deck.
It's not about the pronunciation.
Oh my god, I had a great time last night with this sort of thing, right? So
The full dick.
we've got to connect something up to the TV to watch this thing on a website, right? Just don't worry. But
right.
so we're like, oh, you got to get for your tablet, you got to get your dock, and my partner misheard it, and we had a great old time. And then by the end of that, I realized my phone has this software called Dex that shares the screen. So then we're like, no, first we had to get the dock, and now we have to get the Dex.
You got your dick.
And I realized we're acting like we're fucking 65 years old already, and we are the most lame old people ever.
No, you can just say you gotta dock your decks together.
I was Doraemon. Doraemon.
Okay.
I thought you just cast
Me and
a
my
spell.
partner had the same thing
That's anime.
over the weekend.
Sorry, what?
Me and my partner had the same thing over the weekend.
What'd you do?
Just entertaining ourselves with going. It's a lot. There's a lot more to it. I wasn't just doing that and we were laughing like fucking idiots.
I don't know. There's things when you just like what I felt just now, like when you count something, you're like, that wasn't that funny. Like, that's your own thing. You can leave that in your own mind, you crazy old man. We just want to ask you if you use.
Will you ever bring back Hitman the Hitting? I think you've answered this before.
Every stream. That's alright. These are common questions. Yeah, once I'm done with this though. So
I'm excited about that. I thought we were pawning it off to somebody.
Oh, well, shit, if anyone says I want to do it, they were fully allowed to. But if no one takes it once I'm free, I guess I'll make it. I'll try to make it real quick.
Free from the tasty
food. It'd be like a huge gap between that and the last one.
Yeah. Well, there's been a huge gap between the last Tasty Cools.
Let's say realistically it takes me 5 more years to make this. No,
Damn.
maybe not. No. It hasn't taken that long so far. It's already halfway done. But say if someone that's like a really good director made a film, like maybe Denis Villeneuve made a James Bond film and it came out, you better believe my Hitman the Hitting video would reference every scene. It'll be like just a recreation.
You just made that movie up.
And it'd be so cool. And it'd be hilarious because it's Hitman's dumb face where he's looking around going like, Diana, I'm going to get into my Aston Martin. Drive very fast indeed, sir. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for the future. This is what keeps me going.
When you die, I'm going to adapt Tasty Cools into a live action.
When I die, as if you're going to die first. You live in Mississippi where you need to keep your head down.
That's not going to stop me.
The gators are coming. Do you have gators?
There's no gators out of here.
Oh,
no.
Okay, you're fine then.
No.
You got bloody crocs out where you was.
There's not even gators. There's like nothing dangerous in the river other than the river itself.
Well, Galen Musk is actively making your...
Oh yeah, I guess he is poisoning everybody there.
So,
but that's up in Memphis, so that doesn't affect me
Yeah,
yet.
but that's so... She's going to stop
you once a year.
I'll just do a bit of poisoning. I won't do the whole planet. No, just a little bit of poisoning, sir. He's a trillionaire. He's like, the rest of Mississippi can go too. Oh, good.
Well,
crazy man.
The local police might murder me before any of that happens. So.
Yeah.
Hey, since he's
look on the bright side.
Since he's in Iron Man 2, do you reckon like we can make it happen where he comes back and it turns out he's actually a secret villain in the Marvel universe?
He is not an.
He's in Iron Man
really?
2 as himself. He's like,
no way,
Tony Stark. Oh
my god! What the?
And you're like, ugh.
Fuck, he is. It's because he's so young and little and doesn't have that weird
like,
fucking
money's great.
Transformer.
I love it when a dude's got lots of money.
Before he had the box body?
Yeah.
Back
when people thought he was cool and based.
They killed that lady in cold blood.
That's one thing I wouldn't do. Like, no, it's honest. It's people say this is true. Like, don't make fun of his body. People have it. They're not like psychos like him. Like, and also,
well, no.
Sure,
his body is like that.
His body is because of hormone stuff.
Like, yeah, he took steroids and shit without actually working it out. So it's just kind of
it's all the same.
A bunch of retained water.
Even those people that have given themselves those bodies, like when you do that, people do. They might not have every card in their deck, you know.
To answer X-Lander or X-Lander, clearly the lady fell.
Sorry, what?
I think that lady
they killed that lady in cold blood. She just tripped and fell because she's wearing heels. Yeah, that's all.
She's just sleeping. She knocked herself out.
Tasty Cools is not a violent project.
I wasn't quite sure about this thing because it's like first time some real person dies. And I'm like, I don't know. But they're the fucking bad guys, right? They do this shit.
It's stun bullets. Rubber bullets.
They're making noises with their mouths.
Yeah.
You're right, they are bad guys.
Everybody's playing along.
Well, actually, like, shortly after this, these mook characters, that's what you call them, mooks, in the shoot-em-up game for movie.
The goons.
They're all goons.
You can't use that one.
No, we gotta take that word back.
You gotta return power to the word.
The main bad guys are gonna have like magical powers and be cool. Just don't know what they're gonna do yet. I came up with
Well,
this
you know,
idea when I was
one-
playing Baldur's Gate. That was years ago now, it feels like. So,
What?
Yeah,
How did you come
yeah.
up with
It's
this
like,
idea of doing
oh, Baldur's Gate's so cool. There's so many different things you can do. This is all inspiring.
Can we talk about like the old stuff that's not really like in the story anymore, or do you want to
Yeah.
say?
Oh, talk about all of it. It's probably all completely different.
Yeah, so you wanted we played Baldur's Gate. You wanted it to be kind of like magic, and you wanted to use magic, and you even wanted to do it like turn based. You wanted somebody to like
was
make
because of XCOM,
the
and that was
fight.
in number 9, but then I didn't do that. They just came out and did Kung Fu, which is
Well, I
my
thought
Oh,
that
you
the
had that
magic,
idea for this too. I
the
remember.
magic stuff was also vampires and hell shit.
Yeah,
It's
you
gotta be a
went to like a
vampire.
pyramid.
Yeah, they were going like cross-dimensional, and that was cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I made a whole in like
let me-
Doom soundtrack basically just for that one, and it got scrapped.
Did you? Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my
Posted it.
it's in my
It's-
thing somewhere. I have like 6
Hell has
songs that I
a
made for it.
welcome doormat. Well, I know at least one song.
I have Hell Has a Welcome Doormat. I have another one that's just most of them aren't named. It's just one that was named.
Song 126.
Cool.
My song
Yeah, amazing.
127.
Like all my other songs.
Well, that's just on the back burner.
Don't worry, they'll be uploaded so you can use them. Anybody can use them. I don't care.
But don't use them because I'm using them.
Yeah, actually, nobody else can use them. Suko's laid claim. So.
Yeah. Gibbs.
No way. Kill that lady in cold blood.
Yes, way, boom, dolphin.
There were a couple other ideas he had, I think. Past the. No, I'm thinking of
Social,
9.
you don't get to use. I just called dibs. Social, we can't. Social hunter, everybody.
He's the best model maker.
The best model maker.
Yeah, no, I do regret doing that to poor Social. I did not think it was that offensive because everyone gives me exactly what they do. Even Hera's like, and I did that a lot more. You only stick up for Social because you think he's a good friend and you don't like Hera.
When you come back with Hitman the Hitting, I'll read the next script.
I'd have to add that other bit in. Like, you would just be like, you're good friends with Social. No, but you also hate this other person.
Whoever finishes faster,
Wherever
some gets used.
Hera's like, ha 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 ha.
I like that idea.
Such
It's a
sense.
competition between you and Social now.
I don't know why I always give off the vibe that I hate people.
You say that you do. That's why we picked up. We're like, oh, okay, well, that's his thing, I guess.
Yeah. I've written a terrible character for myself.
Yeah,
Now I have
yeah.
to
You
deal with
write
the
it.
consequences.
It's not too late.
What do you call it? Cerno. Your real Cerno.
Unfortunately, this is just the way I am. I've tried time and time again to change, but it always comes creeping back.
That's okay.
In my mind, this is not harsh, right? This is actually Brad, but in my mind, you
okay.
That's a great way to start
about it.
I have to say, you don't know what I'm talking about yet. No, you sound like the guy that Linkin Park's about.
Chester?
Okay. Now I'm confused.
What?
Is this like a
well,
suicide thing? Or
forgetting-
like, what are we talking?
Not like like the whole thing. There's more than one person in Linkin Park. Come on, like
Yeah, but
the
like
music of it,
Chester's like
it's like
I
this
feel like he's
tough
the writer.
dude with spiked hair, and he's
Right.
like, "What the hell you waiting for?" And he's like, "Cool as shit." You can say the same about like, who else is from that era? Not Limp Bizkit.
3 Doors
That's
Down.
not what I'm
Sum
that's too
41.
offensive. Yeah, Sum 41. You're like, that's
Sum
actually
41
maybe-
is
I
not
changed my mind. Not
From Linkin Park.
You are a
Wait,
Sum
Sum
41.
Sum 41 was like phased out by that. Hold on, wait. Now we're deep diving.
Hoobastank.
When did they get formed? 96.
You telling me that like
They're still active? What?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you know what it is? Probably just because I think of Gears of War, and that's that era. So, just purely that.
I mean, I think Gears of War is a little after fucking Linkin Park, just a little bit.
They were still only getting bigger by 2002 and 4 and 6, and what are you talking about, man? It's Linkin Park, and then he was in Saw. That was sick.
When did Mitoria come out? Because that's like their biggest album.
I don't know.
2008.
Just a guy.
2008, really?
I don't know. I made that up.
Because that's like Gears of War 2.
What about that song? What I've done. I used to make fun of my sister who liked it.
Holy shit, 2003.
By then.
Yeah, like Linkin Park. I knew Linkin Park was like real early, like late 90s.
Oh shit! I just realized she's probably
early
listening to this.
noughties. Oh,
My sister, because she's like, you on stream. Every time I do a stream, people are like, oh, I saw you streaming. I'm like, what? Darn. It's not
did
me,
they watch the stream though?
Darn, I don't want reality bleeding into this crazy.
Hello, seibmoz's co-workers and sister.
Yes. Did you know he's
Yes,
going seibmoz?
You should stick around and see when he streams with his pants off. Ooh.
Be easier finding one where I wear them.
Oh.
I got them on now because it's cold. Did you know
Oh,
in the thumbnail, I draw what I'm wearing?
What?
So if you look at the thumbnail,
I
there's
had
a
it.
cartoon.
Now I gotta go back.
Giant, what is it called? It's a Snuggie or whatever.
Does it say not today?
Yeah. It's a sloth going, not today, and it's got coffee.
Turn your cam on real quick. I want to see.
Not today.
Yeah.
Real quick. Well, that's not real quick. I wouldn't be able to work it out. I'd have to make a new media on Streamlabs. Oh my god, this is such a shaky little animation.
It's interesting like, going back and seeing your old streams. Every time you draw a picture, you can see the hair, your haircut changing every time. Yeah,
Hair grew out.
I miss when
the
we used to
color of
stream
your hair
games and
changed
we would
in the
make a
last
thumbnail
one.
together.
Did it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Did I get the wrong color?
Yeah, in the previous stream, this stream's right. You did it right this
yeah.
time.
Is your hair turning white yet?
I got one strand in my emo fringe. It looks cool. It's like rogue.
Oh.
I think I've got more white hair
You
than
got
you.
like
at
a
this
cool
point.
streak.
Just
Hell
one.
yeah.
It's just one. It's really cool. Just.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
May empathize. Just
I've got white sides to my hair. Well, not like super white, but they're coming in.
That's
Yeah.
I hope that's how I go white. It's like on the temples, like Reed Richards,
Seems to be where mine's coming in.
Ash
So
Williams.
With the stepdaughter, that just seems to be what happens.
I just think like, whoa, man, such a sign of aging. It sucks. I don't want that to happen. But then you get there, you're like, no, I am old now. I feel it. That's just fine. Do that.
Do you
in fact, take
feel
all
like?
the
Do you
hair.
feel
I'm
your
old.
age right now?
I just told you I had this lame joke with my basically wife.
But
and
that's just being like
and a
that's
bomb.
just being like a loser in a
middle-aged,
relationship.
middle-aged relationship having man who goes to work and pays taxes and has insurance on his cars. He's multiple
So now
cars.
he's fucking straight out of high school.
Huh? Who is?
You
Me?
is.
I was
Yeah.
a dumbass when I
I'm
was
gonna
in
ignore
high school.
social now. He's calling me bald again. Somebody tell him to stop that.
Social hunter. Proceed.
Don't do this. It's not true.
I wonder if I had the money to buy Garry's Mod and a good computer to run it in high school. I might have been around then, but no. I was only like 21 when I started. To actually have it for real.
Here I am at 27, not doing anything.
True. Same.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby
27.
Timmy, no, it's not true. Now I got to turn my cam on to prove everybody wrong. I'm not doing it.
I was gonna see
I
that.
don't think we'll see it. Yeah.
No, I'm the commander in this vessel.
So there was a question a few minutes ago
Yeah.
by Rachel. Any interesting upcoming projects you'll be doing next year?
This is a hobby. I don't have a schedule. What are you taking for, Leonardo DiCaprio? I don't even know if I'll be doing it anymore next year. It's whatever I want it to be.
Oh.
I think I will, because I don't have plans to stop. It's not hurting anyone. But, yeah, like, I'm not planning projects. I'm going to make whatever. And you guys are going to just eat it up and be like, that was great, seibmoz.
Oh, it's so great, seibmoz. I
No,
can't wait for another one.
I take that back. No, you're going to say fucking whatever you want. Alright. And the thing is, no one's given me $100 bills, so I have no monetary
You get
persuasion.
bad comments?
Probably. I don't read anymore. I just... Yeah, the
It's
more
probably
people
bad
you,
for your health.
the more people
read
that
them.
you reach, the worse the comments get. I remember when Left 4 Dead posted on Facebook my video. I was reading that a bit. They're a different breed of people.
Oh, were they mean?
This is a while ago. Oh yeah. Now all this is jacked man in New York City. I just remember the exact thing because they're like, "This is not my target audience." And he's like, "What a waste of 11 minutes 59." Or he would have said like in a New York voice. So, what a waste.
Yeah, what a
Like,
waste of 11
once
minutes
you-
59 seconds.
Once you
I
get
want
some
that time
big
back.
dude in New York City saying this is a waste of my time, you're like, well, I could go back to not being watched by you. That's fine. I'd go back to being watched by the people who do like it.
Curious what he was wanting to
Still don't
watch.
get
That
my
was left
palms
handed.
filled with $100 bills, so it doesn't fucking matter, man. So I just resigned to that. Like, yeah, bad comments are always going to happen, but I don't fucking care, man. I don't get richer. I'm just
You
gonna
heard
have
him.
to- I'm a G, and I go to work.
If you
and
want-
I pay my taxes.
If you want the top G to make more seibmoz, I mean, to make more tasty cools,
I'm gonna make it
you
anyway.
better pay him
and you guys are
$100.
gonna be like, that's sick, and then we're gonna be happy. We're all gonna have a good community and be happy.
Is your Patreon still open? Should we still be
I should
plugging
close
that?
it. But
It's still open,
once
but it never
doxed
gets
everyone.
charges.
I have to tell you about this story. It once doxed everyone, gave everyone
Yeah.
their name to me, and I've forgotten now. Okay, I am totally down with privacy of names, but for a moment I felt like God. I'm like, yes, I know your name and your name.
Okay,
No,
so
did
this is
not
where I
look you
admit.
up.
This
I'm
is where I
not
admit
sure
that,
if I have
that's
my
how I
real name
felt.
on Patreon.
Fuck Patreon.
You had
That's
emailed
such a
me one
huge
time.
thing, right? Doxing people.
And your Gmail doxed you to me, and I was like, ho ho ho!
Oh, well, that's
I
my
know
fault.
you.
Because you can change those settings, but I didn't really
Yeah.
hide my name at all. So, name is Luke Garrison. I live in 28 Collins Street.
Expect something in the mail.
Luke Garrison. Oh, this war is crazy, but so am I. He's a G.I. Joe character.
No.
I bet you'd believe me. There probably is someone called Garrison. G.I. Joe.
Maybe.
Man, those are cool.
I used to love G.I. Joe.
I never grew up with it. I
Yeah,
had Rescue
neither.
Rangers.
I don't think they're before my time.
You were into He-Man in your time. That's what you were.
Also, may I stress, I didn't have money for toys. I didn't get all this cool stuff. Played Half-Life when I was already 15 years old or something. That's not true.
I always had a fondness for big boots, smashing stuff.
Big what?
Boots,
Boobs.
like the things you
Oh.
wear on your
Actually,
feet.
now that I think about
I mean,
it.
that too, but
Got a fondness for big boobs.
yeah,
What?
not too shabby, honestly.
This is a child-friendly stream, fellas.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
We said boots. Like,
Think how that
feet.
woman in the back is totally healthy and everything.
Exactly.
Wouldn't want the kids to see that.
Here's another thing that happens when you're middle-aged. Someone like Sabrina Carpenter, like, is really sexualized, and all I see is a small child. It's so strange. Like, maybe I'm exaggerating, because she's clearly an adult, but, like,
I mean,
I see that.
younger than me, and I don't feel right.
I see that in the other way,
This talk.
where I look at people like Sabrina Carpenter and all these other people who are Especially nowadays, it's hypersexualized, and I guess it's just because I have a kid now.
No. The thing is, people said that when like 20 years ago. They said this all the time. It's always like, this is sexual. No. Madonna did shit like this. This is not new. But I'm new.
Yeah,
I'm
but
old
now
now. I can't see it.
Now I'm attuned.
Madonna looks good looking, and she's like 80.
I'm attuned to all this sexualization and stuff, and I'm like, man, why is there so much sex and stuff? Like, why can't I watch a TV show without somebody fucking?
I don't. Well, people are free to say that, but I'm like, nah. If you follow Maslow's hierarchy, like, sex is a thing that people can abuse, definitely, but it's like that's one of the things that makes us a human, my friend. That's
no, not true.
Are interested in. I'm sorry, but they are.
You ever heard the story of Jesus?
You don't have to be yourself, but they are.
You ever heard the story of Jesus? There was no sex there.
Yeah, that's why it sucks.
Right.
I rate that fucking book so
This story sucks.
It makes no sense. There's so many contradictions in that novel. Actually, it's not a novel. It's a collection of books. It's like a Bible of books.
I don't even know what that word you just used is. That's how I know you're an old man.
Bart Boy is in the chat. He asks, may he say something rude?
No.
There you go, Bart Boy. Keep your fucking trap shut.
Yeah. Permission denied. Hitman the Hitting 14 playing.
I got nothing else to follow up with. You can say it if you want, Bart Boy. Freedom of speech.
Alright, never mind, dude. Open your mouth. Let's all
hear it. You gotta give him permission already.
Bart Boy, say whatever you want. No, don't get pensive. He gave you permission. You can do it now.
What does pensive mean?
I don't know. That's just what the face is called.
When you pull your pants down, it's the thing that's there.
The drawing of you in the thumbnail looks like a horse.
yeah.
Wow.
That's when I first met my partner, she would artistically liken me to a kangaroo. So it's an exaggeration.
So you're fucking shredded?
What?
Awesome.
Hot takes.
No,
you gotta be alright.
Idiot who gets hit by trucks a lot.
What's your hot take, everybody?
You wrecked the truck.
Oh man, you go driving in the desert in Australia, which I've very rarely done. I've done it like once or twice. There's just, it's like you have an audience of corpses of kangaroos to watch you on your drive. It is just all the way down. They are very populous, so yeah, there's a lot of roadkill kangaroos. You'll be like, oh my god.
Oh, that's like average in Mississippi, though. There's tons of dead shit just on the side of the road.
Yeah, well, it's just wildlife. They don't understand machinery.
Yeah, fucking stupid ass wildlife, dumbass deer. I watched a guy hit a deer one time. Right?
Oh my god, what happened to their car?
The whole front of it was fucked, and the deer went like 10 feet in the air and still ran away.
Sounds like a deer, alright.
It's Australian, so it's backwards.
All I could think was, man, I sure am glad he was in front of me. I got out and checked on him, but when I got back in the car, I was like, man, that would have been me if I was the car ahead of him.
I think my sister got T-boned by a deer. Like, dented our whole door in.
Oh, dear.
Fucking idiots. And I can't blame them, because if I lived in the forest and ate berries all day, I wouldn't be very smart.
I mean, I feel like I'd be smart enough to avoid the giant metal death monster.
I feel like if a bird is smarter than something that's like 4 dogs in one, there's a problem. That's how I feel.
I don't get the hierarchy of intelligence.
So a creature with a much less brain capacity to you is going to be like, hey, someone had dug out all the metals from the ground and pieced it together into some complicated constructed thing with
the big loud monster. The big loud monster.
Besides the moon,
traveling
coming straight for me on this river, this black river that's ice over because it's solid. This solid river here.
I'm with Suko there, though. I feel like if I'm standing in a dark forest and suddenly there's a light coming at me,
I could not comprehend all this before the truck hits me right in the fucking face.
I feel like if there was a
giant, loud monster that flies across the ground. It doesn't matter what it's made of.
Yeah, well, they do.
60 miles per hour.
But it's scary, you know.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
let me
that's
go
why
run
I
in
feel like
front
I
of
would not run to it. I'd be like, oh, fuck,
Yeah,
get me away from this thing. I'd run back where I came from. Which I guess is what happens sometimes, is they're like, oh, shit, let me turn around, and then they get hit.
But they're from here. Where do they run to when they're from here? You
I
guys
don't-
are the
Back to the
invaders.
fucking trees. Get off the road.
I will say if it's between me getting hit by a car and mauled to death by some other evil monster in the woods, I'm going to get hit by the car.
It's a good thing that there's no apes in North America, or they would be accused of stealing jobs. Oh, got him.
What are you talking about?
You've lost. There are apes.
Let's see
That's
some of
very
these hot
important,
takes.
Dear. Oh, yeah,
Expired
there's
orange
apes.
juice says their
Of
hot
course.
take is that taste equals 5 is the best. What do you think about that?
Huh? Oh, thank you. Which one's 5?
Alright.
5 is the first story one. That's not true.
That might be trying it. 4 is the one where they go to the carnival.
5 is the
And
one
kill
where
that poor
Chris
woman.
dies, isn't it?
No. That's like 6 or 7.
Um,
5 is, I think it's Nick and Francis go have fun, then they get arrested at the end.
Yeah. And it doesn't really end for them. Like, they just go on halfway through. And then Coach just goes in a little... I probably literally went, that'd be cool if you ran up this road to the house.
5 is when Bill
Rachel,
dies. There you go. That's the answer. What is
Rachel
the British
says
guy?
that
Who is that?
the British guy.
Yeah, the guy with the gas mask. Who's
Killing
like,
Floor.
It's Killing Floor, the first one.
That's why I didn't recognize it, because I didn't play Killing Floor 1.
Wow, you missing out.
I did.
Yeah, I heard it's better
Better than what?
than 2.
It's very Unreal Tournament-y, because it was made in Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, it's got like a charm that the second one doesn't have, but
Like more indie, probably.
I don't like how much money you have to put into the second one. Like, they want you to pay money for fucking crates and keys.
yeah, you don't need to though.
Oh yeah, Rachel says she prefers Hot Pockets over pizza rolls, TBH.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, you're getting more out of that. That's like a Hot Pocket's like a super pizza roll if you think about it, or it's like a calzone kind of.
Yeah.
Pizza
I don't
rolls.
really have pizza rolls that much, or Hot Pockets, but yeah, Hot Pockets are better.
Try to name every fried frozen product that's vegetarian, and you'll see I don't eat this stuff much.
I don't eat much
Cabbage
pizza.
roll.
That's about it.
The last week, I've had more pizza than I've had in the last like 2 years.
Damn.
Why is that?
Because
Why?
pizza's not good for you in any form. It's very, very
Well,
bad.
why have you had pizza a bunch?
Oh, I don't know. I just haven't cared much about what I eat in the last 2 weeks.
Is it the same answer? Because it's just not good for you and bad for you.
Yeah, I just don't eat pizza. Like, when I start dieting, I cut out everything. Like, everything that is perceived bad, I cut it out. And I've been dieting for like a year and a half, minus the last 2 weeks.
Cheat week. Cheat month.
Well, it was a cheat weekend for con. And
then you let it
kept going.
spiral. And
Yeah.
You gotta...
Well, that's why I didn't give my... That's
put
why I
your foot
did the...
down.
That's why I did the cold turkeys, because I knew if I tried these delicious, delicious foods that are bad for me, I would want more of them. And fucking damn it, I was right.
You just gotta restart the cycle.
I've gotten a little fatter again. I mean, I'm still fit, but
Yeah, I doubt you got too fat over like 2 weeks. It's
I
probably
feel it,
not
though.
even noticeable. Yeah, totally feel it.
No carbs pizza, only the cheese, and that's
Yeah,
it.
just cheese and
Just eat cheese. Actually, I think
pepperoni
there's
and
carbs.
sauce.
Let me look this up. There's protein in cheese.
You could do like bagel pizza bite, you know, where you just put the ingredients of a pizza on a bagel, put it in the stove.
I think. What is it called? Cauliflower doesn't have carbs.
I fucking hate cauliflower.
It's all got carbs in it. Now, if you want something that is low carb and it's a good veg, it's zucchini.
Oh yeah, I do like a good zucchini. It does. It has a lot of carbs. Cauliflower has a lot of carbs.
Yeah, I think it might have. Like, same with potatoes, you know. So like it's one of those sorts of things. Probably why they have cauliflower rice, because it can kind of replace the carbs.
Yeah, but rice, like certain rice, isn't too bad for you. I like broccoli. One of the things that I do now is I just get ground chicken and I turn it into things that would be carbs. So I'll make chicken bread.
Is that an alternate social account?
What the hell? Ban it.
What, Lone Vader?
I think Lone Vader is an alternate social. Why is there another one?
It's time for me to go. I'm gonna go inspect their channel now, live.
Well, there's nothing on there, but
Zuko,
I mean, it's got a zero. It's me.
This is you. Look at the picture. It's you. It's a naked guy with a Gears helmet.
That's not a guy.
Is it not?
No.
What is happening?
Also, my guy has a shirt on. Thank you.
No way. Post a comment right now so I can see your channel. Oh wait, you have a comment right here. Let's go look at Suko's channel. You guys should go. You guys should go to Suko's YouTube channel and watch all those videos. By the way,
how many videos you got?
Yeah, a lot, and they all have like 2 views each. Except for my newest one has like 300 for some reason. That's pretty good. That was 2 years ago.
In the flesh, baby.
It's a shitty edited Gears of War clip. Anyway, Doji Bleach asks, how much enjoyment do you get out of creating these animations, Sid?
0. No, I don't know. It's not quantifiable. It's certifiable insane. Certifiably. So that should be certifiably insane. It's the first thing that's ever gone wrong. Do you guys get Simpsons references?
It depends on the season. Like early stuff I get because I have watched that.
I didn't grow up with that.
If you reference new stuff, I'm not gonna get it.
I'm not gonna get it either.
My first exposure to The Simpsons was the Simpsons movie, and then I started watching it, which is not great if you think about it, because the Simpsons movie, it's okay, but if you compare it to like early seasons of The Simpsons, I don't know. I feel like it's the same way with Family Guy though, because you go back and you watch early Family Guy, it's pretty funny. It's like kind of wholesome even.
Yeah,
you finish it up and you're like, oh wow, it's
a cartoon like. They actually have like old family kind of show where it ends with sort of a message or like some kind of positivity, where now it's just kind of like shock humor.
Yeah.
I don't really watch it, but I remember newer episodes, they just kind of end on like a dry joke or something. Somebody getting knocked out or somebody saying something rude, and then it's just
great. The Simpsons, the newest season of The Simpsons just ended like last week or something. I've been watching Venture Bros at the request of Barboy and Suko. And it's really good. It's really good.
Taken from us too soon. Steve, you
I'm
should
already on
watch
the
Country
last season.
Brothers
You
2.
should watch it.
Great show.
It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Great show.
I want to talk
And it
about
actually has an end, so like you don't need to wait for stuff.
Okay.
I want to talk about Invincible. Who is in the comments has seen Invincible, the whole thing? Or who's up to date?
Raise your hand. Who
Raise
doesn't
your
care
hand.
about spoilers?
If I see 2 people say no, don't spoil me, I won't do it. But that's my limit.
If one person says it, too bad.
Too bad. Get out of here.
Your local tuber.
Okay.
Yo, seibmoz. Hello, your local tuber. Where do you live? You local to me?
Can't answer that.
What a great question! That's a great opener.
Where do you live? Tell all
Icebreaker.
22
my
people.
local tuber. Like,
Where do you
I know
live?
Where he lives, so I can confirm if he's my local tuber.
Of course.
You dox
You don't need to
yourself, I'll
answer.
dox myself.
Yeah, just put your address. You live near Runcorn?
You first.
Nah.
Ben. Oh. I didn't
Ben
read
says
up.
they're okay with spoilers. I think that was what we asked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is Ben from The Walking Dead.
Is it? Who's Ben?
Yeah.
Hey Ben.
Who's Ben from
See
Walking
ya.
Dead? Explain it to me.
It was a Telltale game. The Walking Dead.
Oh, I feel like we saw this guy last time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's the same character, unless it's a different one. But it would be not a coincidence that there's 2 different Walking Dead characters showing up. The same guy.
Where's Lee? Bring Lee.
I have a dude on Steam.
Oh, they were
called
Doug.
Shane.
They were Doug
Yeah.
last time. That's who you're thinking of.
Doug, yeah, see?
That used to be Doug.
That's a different one.
Arguably, you became a worse character.
Yeah, why are you picking like the worst characters in that game, Ben? Doug?
Why not
What are you
Kenny?
doing? Yeah, like Omid. Omid was cool. The short time he was in.
What did he do again? Let's talk
Chuck.
Walking Dead. That's been a long enough time that no one's worried about spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Let me
I
see
used
if
to hate
remember what
Kenny.
happens. Kenny.
I used to hate Kenny.
that
And then I
guy is
watched
such
my
a
girlfriend
dick.
play through it. No. Then I watched my girlfriend play through it. I love Kenny. I'm with Kenny the whole way. Because I hated him my first playthrough.
Really?
Yeah, I did. He was a dick. But then I watched my
was,
girlfriend
like,
play it.
kind of annoyed by him, but he's a bro.
I really found it endearing when he looked at Lee and he was like, "Can you pick that lock?" You know, urban.
So good.
Not saying I think you're saying. I grew up in Florida, and the shit just comes out of my mouth. I like it when he asks what you were in prison for. When you start
touching
going around and you you have the choice to ask or tell people what you were going to prison for to like gain their trust, and you're like, I was on my way to prison before this happened, and he just stares at you, and he like looks down a little bit, and he looks you in the eyes, and he's like, "What for touching kids? Was it?"
Reality,
And
right?
then he's like, "Oh, come on, man."
In reality, you'd want a murderer on your side, right? Like that's
Yeah.
not a bad person to have in your team.
That's exactly who you want.
No goddamn way. He's a killer of humans, not zombies. That's a new thing that you don't know how people are going to react to.
If you can kill a human, you can kill a zombie.
Yeah, I feel like if you have,
Yeah, but
especially
it's
in
not
The
like,
Walking Dead,
I'm
you
equipped to do this. No, they're equipped to fucking betray you, is what that means. Like, come on.
No, it
Any-
just means they're
any
okay with
old
killing
cat-
people. It doesn't mean it. A
Any old
murderer
Tom, Dick, and
doesn't
Harry
inherently mean you're a
can
bad
stab
person.
with a knife and eventually get good at it. This dude's done
Are you
it
saying
once,
that
and he's
anyone in
like-
the army is just going to betray you because they've killed somebody?
If they're a murderer, like sentenced murderer, yeah.
sometimes you get sentenced for murdering in a good way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and sometimes you don't get sentenced even though you did do it.
yeah. One of us needs to
What
murder
then?
to find out.
I'd trust a convicted felon over a felon that got away with it.
Well, okay. It depends on what the convicted felon did. I have to be real.
Well, we're talking about murder.
You'd trust a felon over a regular guy. Yeah, like
I'd trust
sensitive to what's happening compared to.
I'd trust Luigi over OJ.
Yeah.
Do you say different?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. He has like lower back pain, so he's not going to be getting much done.
All right, give all these prerequisites. It's got to be OJ or Luigi and Joni. Yeah. It's like, oh, you're right. Given these prerequisites,
that's right.
I will cast the same aspersions over every single person with the same specific one thing that's unique.
All right. Would you rather have Chuck Green or Frank West on your side? They're both felons.
Chuck Green,
Frank
100%.
West is like he's just a hero, so he can do whatever.
Oh yeah, Chuck Green's not a hero.
Oh, Chuck Green's the same guy. He's just a different body.
Better body.
Yeah. Oh, are you serious? Like, there's so much weight behind that Frank, and he doesn't slow down.
Sure is. There's a lot
that's
more.
only adding to his power. Like, come on. He's like Bob from Tekken.
Like, I'll say I like Frank's moveset a lot more than Chuck's, but...
Yeah.
That's because Chuck is more agile and like an actually pretty fit guy. Frank is just a fucking powerhouse. He's like a brick wall.
It's all of that, just the weight. Like, underneath all that fat, Frank West is an actual gorilla, I think. Like, he looks like one. So...
Well, in the original game's proportions, he absolutely was. He had
yeah.
freakishly long arms.
Fucking huge, broad shoulders.
And like, he has no reason to. It's not like said, hey, let's drop in a fucking WWE wrestler into the hot zone. No, he's just, I'm just gonna be this, alright.
Well, how else is he gonna rip someone's head off with just his hands and arm strength?
Somehow came fully equipped to deal with a
situation
he has not dealt with before. Like, he doesn't need to cover wars with brute strength, but
makes me wonder what he did when he covered wars. You know, he fucking. Come on, nobody laughed at that.
Yeah. That would be like...
So I got distracted by somebody getting really upset that Rochelle has to come back. Tasty Cool's 10. Gmod movie says Rochelle needs to come back in Tasty Cool's 10, I swear to God.
Why?
What would she do?
Yeah, why would she be back? She got 8.
Put her dead in a corner somewhere.
Like, not that I really hate Rochelle, but like, in her character is, you know, at the start of Scary Movie or Scream, the original one of it, you know, when there's a person that dies at the start, it's just the start of the movie off. You don't care if they come back, like, it's just the start of the movie. It's to show you, yeah, there's killers, and they killed a person, but they're irrelevant to the overall story.
I haven't seen Scream. I've only seen Scary Movie, so that's all I know of Scary Movies. Or of Scream and Scary Movie.
That's all you had to know, yeah.
It's Carmen Electra.
It was doofy at the end, the whole time.
Are we still going to watch 28 Days, 28 Weeks, and 28 Years Later? We're gonna do that sometime?
Was that planned?
I talked about it with Steve, and he was like, that's awesome. And
yeah,
we haven't...
new ones out in the cinemas, which I want to see soon.
Yeah, I want to watch it too.
But not as much as I want to see Denis Villeneuve direct a new James Bond film, which is probably going to take a few years to make.
I don't think I want to wait.
Who knows? Could be.
Or I don't think I want to watch it in theaters, though. I think I'm going to wait till it's out and watch it with the gang.
Alright.
You guys being the gang.
Did you know 28 Days Later was like one of the first digital made films? It really looks like it too.
Made on an iPhone.
Nah.
I made that up.
iPhones did not have cameras at the time. They didn't exist, I don't think. 2001 or 2.
2001. Actually, no, wait. The new one was filmed on an iPhone. That's like their selling point, isn't it?
Really?
I think so.
That's cool. I like that grittiness. Like Mr. Danny Boyle.
I have to be losing my mind. I've already searched this before.
It's a good movie made on an iPhone. I can't remember what it's called though, but it's pretty cool.
Oh shit! You guys hear that?
What?
No.
Oh, then we're good. Oh yeah, it was shot on an iPhone.
That's crazy.
It was filmed on an iPhone.
Yeah, it was.
It says totally not Social Hunter.
It was filmed on an iPhone with a ridiculous fucking lens and setup. So yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. Was their fucking? They had this huge rig and like 18. What is that called? What is my mind going to? Lenses.
1,000.
So yeah, like that's not that impressive if the lens is some movie lens, because it's just a CPU.
I mean, the iPhone that I have, you can film some pretty good shit on it. Like, the camera impresses me. I don't think it's the best camera though. I think there's a phone or two that has a better one.
It's crazy. 100 times zoom.
I don't have a zoom like that, but I have very, very like, what is it? Like a fisheye lens where I can capture more.
Yeah.
With one shot.
Oh, you should
like
make
that
a
about
movie
it.
from the 90s.
I filmed my my newest music video on my phone, and it looks pretty fucking good.
Your newest. You haven't made one music video.
I have. I put one up
What?
a day ago, 2 days ago. Yeah.
Fake fan. Fake fan.
fan. Here's see my
Fake
video.
fan.
Yeah, link me this. I think I'm looking at my
It's in
phone
my
right now.
It's in the zone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll watch it later.
Are you not subscribed to them? Do you not have notifications on? Hit that bell.
You missed my
Subscribes.
1 minute 30-second video. How could you?
I don't know if I would be.
You found a real life dinosaur skeleton to put in that fucking video, and you
I
didn't
did.
even see it.
real dinosaur skeleton?
Yeah, I
Yep.
unearthed it
Fuck.
just to make this
A
video.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Whole ass skull.
That's sick.
Yeah, and you didn't even see it.
Did you know Nick Cage owns a skeleton? Now I think Wab might be Nick Cage.
I don't want to talk about it.
Owns a dinosaur head. Leonardo DiCaprio.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that in my lost castle.
Are you gonna come back to the
Okay,
new Spider-Man movie as the Ghost Rider?
I'm not going to confirm or deny
That's
this.
sick. Oh man, if they do that,
Yeah, that would be
it'd be
sick.
almost as good as if Denis
Vinci Code.
Villeneuve made a James Bond film.
Well, that is actually happening, so
Yeah, that's
it's
crazy.
not comparable.
The world is redeemed.
Everything that has ever bad happened, forget about it. Because whoever that guy is making a James Bond film.
Comfortable cinema, watching the new James Bond.
There hasn't been much reason to go to the actual theaters. They're re-releasing like all the Spider-Man films and stuff in theaters. And
Yeah, they did that for Star Wars.
yeah, I think they're just doing that because movie theaters are very, very slowly dying out permanently.
Yeah.
I'd say, I'm gonna make a bet on this. I'd say in the next like 10 years. That's just a safe bet. In the next 10 years, there will be no more movie theaters.
I mean, like, as niche as it is, I think there's always going to be a place for public viewings like that. I think there's always going to be, like, I know, like, drive-in theaters are just about dead, but
Yeah.
even then, there's
I
still
went to the drive-in
some
theater.
kicking.
I
Yeah,
went.
that's what I'm saying. It's
We
like,
had
no
one-
matter how niche it is, there will always be a consumer for it.
We had one drive-in theater, and it shut down last month. Everybody's really upset about it, but nobody went. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, I want the option to, but I don't want.
Oh,
it. I'm
no.
tired. I want to be warm and watch Netflix. What awful
It's just-
things
it's-
are on there? Oh shit.
it's just completely convenient to go like, oh, I'll just spend like $4 and rent this movie at my house and get a 60-cent soda.
But it's just it's a whole different feeling when you go there and you're there with your friends, and then some annoying assholes in front of you, whatever. But the good thing is like you get the snacks and you get the drinks. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the snacks and the drinks and the big screen.
Yeah. The thing is, you got to go to a movie theater that does the good snacks, where you can actually get like a hamburger or something, because those are the ones where you can like have a dinner.
Nah,
Kind of worth the money then.
Because then I'm like focusing on eating my dinner. I'm not focusing on the movie. Like that's why popcorn works. Is because like it's just one-handed. You don't need to like look down at the popcorn. You don't need to take your eyes off the screen. But if you have like
the
a
food is
burger,
gone in the first 10 minutes.
damn.
Well, since every movie is about 3 hours long now, you have to eat during it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't have time to. Yeah.
Movies
But
are
it's okay
really
if
long.
it's going to be Denis Villeneuve making a James Bond film that goes for 4 hours, 27 minutes.
Seems fucking sponsored.
When's the last time you watched a James Bond movie and enjoyed it?
When did Austin
It's gonna
Powers
be
go?
in a few years' time when Denis Villeneuve. Alright, all you need to say is when's the last time you watched a Denis Villeneuve movie?
Who is that?
This is not a real person.
My
You've
whole
been making this
identity
name
around
up.
Dune. It's so fucking cool.
That sounds like a Mortal
Cool.
Kombat character. Who is Denis Villeneuve? Who is that?
Denis Villeneuve.
Nov?
Is a Canadian film director and screenwriter. He has received 7 Canadian Screen Awards, as well as nominations for 4 Academy Awards and 5 BAFTA Awards and 2 Golden Globe Awards. His films have grossed more than $1.8 billion worldwide. He is 2 years older than my dad.
Oh my god.
He made
That's so young.
Dune.
Oh, that's why you're suckling the Duneville teat.
He made Blade Runner 2049. That was a good
that's
movie.
cool. I don't remember.
I haven't
watching
seen that one.
But like it's best it could be. I love it. I thought it was cool. I need to
We
watch
can,
it. It's just so long.
I did not enjoy Dune.
Me and my girlfriend were starting to watch Dune, and then we saw that it was the one from the 80s, and we stopped watching.
Oh, R.I.P. David Lynch. Ah, you don't like the movie Dune? Well, neither did I. He made that film.
Hello,
David Lynch.
Boria.
Ah,
Boria in the chat.
what a loss. David Lynch. Like, you won't get a David Lynch film again. But you can probably replicate it.
Yeah,
I don't know what qualifies for a David Lynch-esque film, though. It's just, you just kind of got to be your own weirdo. Because at the end of the day, it's just about being a fucking weirdo.
No, it's not. It's always
He
about
was a
things.
weirdo.
Yeah,
He
but-
was a weirdo. We can't deny that. But it's good.
Okay,
It's good to be
okay,
weird.
okay.
Oh wow, it's Coach. It's Coach in the chat.
My friends call me Coach. I must be a friend then, because I call you Coach too.
I swear to God, if this is just Ben in a different costume, I'm gonna flip. And this can't be. He's got 4 videos. Invincible Battlegrounds is the best Roblox Invincible game. I'll be the judge of that.
That's something Coach would post.
What? So you guys play Roblox?
No.
I did once when I was
Oh my God, it's not Ben.
8.
I played Roblox like in 2016, and I did like one of the funny maps, and I went, oh, that's funny.
The only memory I have of Roblox is there was this map where one person would spawn as a really... It was like a Halo mode where the zombie would run really fast, and then everybody else would get in a car and just try to avoid it.
That's
And it was like that, but it was like a big pyramid and a mummy, and Mummy was a zombie running. It was fun because like that game was glitchy as hell. So like you'd be driving this big truck, and everybody would all be on the same truck, and then it would like hit a bump, and the thing would explode, and everybody would fly out. They'd all be like sitting in the seat still, but they'd be attached to it, flying through the air. and landing upside down. It was fun. I don't know why I stopped playing Roblox. I just like.
I know for Lego
just
Dude,
went away.
fucking 2017 or some shit.
No, 9012.
9012. That's a long way away. How could you put that as the year?
I don't know. I don't know why I chose that number. Yeah,
Oh,
Lego
it's Carly.
9012 just moved on, I guess. Oh, it's
Everybody
Carly
believed
from The Walking Dead.
We killed Doug for this one.
Good choice.
Doug.
There's actually a video on here from 2 years ago. Does the Ben guy just have an amalgamation of Walking Dead channels?
Maybe.
That's awesome. He's every guy. He remembers everything.
I miss the days when those Telltale games were coming out. I'm still waiting on Wolf Among Us 2.
Yeah. Weren't they making like a original game where you're in space and it's like
it kinda looks
it's not like
great.
comic style. It's like live action, not live action, like photoreal ish.
I saw it and I was not interested in the game.
Yeah,
It looked really boring.
I'd much rather have Wolf Among Us 2.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Honestly, I wish we got another Tales from the Borderlands from Telltale instead of fucking Gearbox making it.
Yeah.
That was actually one of their best ones. That was one of the best Borderlands anything, and it wasn't a Borderlands game.
Yeah. I actually got the new Tales because I got it in that Pandora's collection when that was on sale.
Did you play it?
Not yet. I don't want to play it alone.
I'll watch you do it.
Yeah, I'll just get upset if I do it alone. I need somebody to hold my hand.
I'll watch you do it because I remember we were gonna watch Doc do it, and it didn't work at all because
he had like a Nintendo Switch, fucking
What are you talking
Switch
about?
emulator. A funny video game we wanted to watch.
What is
It's
it?
not
Doc
funny.
was gonna do it, but
What was the video game?
New Tales from the Borderlands. It's a sequel
I'll
to
play it.
Telltale's Tales from the Borderlands. But it's not made by them.
Comedy.
Yeah, you love Borderlands. It's your favorite thing, right behind Left 4 Dead, and then it's right behind Cyberpunk.
Oh, I just remembered that fucking robot prick. Every once in a while, just go beatbox time, and the subtitles just blah 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 blah. And I was like, every time I was like, it just made me madder. The fucking game can piss off. Fuck Borderlands. Fuck me.
I've got Borderlands 2
Nah,
on
you
Steam
love it.
now. We can play it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scooter's intro. He's like, "Oh, I'm Scooter," and he's just at a mechanics thing. He gets up and he jumps on the table and threatens you with his spanner for some reason because they thought it'd be cool to
Whoa.
see. And then immediately after, he's like, "Oh, it turns out you're not bad guys." I don't know.
Pulling out the
That
Aussie speech.
Sucks so much.
Yeah, but it was really funny when the robots came down and they're flying. You said, "If I see a bird,
No.
I'm gonna shoot this shit out."
That's why you should play Tales from the
that's where I was
Borderlands.
from. I was the
The first
character
one.
in that game.
Play the first Tales from the Borderlands, see, and then you'll see what good Borderlands is like.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't even think Steve would like Tales from the Borderlands either.
Does he like the Walking Dead Telltale game?
I mean, they're not comparable
Just
in
someone-
terms of like the writing. I don't think so.
Is there a guy with
Oh my
the
God, it's
personality
Kenny.
of shooting? I shoot stuff. I'm here to shoot. Is there
Well, no,
someone
it's not
that?
like-
I bet there is.
It's not like Borderlands writing traditionally at all. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of jokey, but
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's
It
more
still has
serious.
like it is more serious, but it still has the quirky Borderlands humor.
yeah, but I don't think it's like bad humor because that's
Yeah,
the problem
it's
that
not-
Borderlands has. It's like even Borderlands 2 is just like poop, piss butt,
Yeah, it could be better.
McGee.
It's not like cranked up like the games are.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it takes itself a little more seriously. Just a bit.
It doesn't overdo it, I think is the biggest part. It's not like there's jokes, but the jokes stay there. They don't overdo the joke.
Yeah.
At least that I can recall.
I believe you. I'm probably not gonna play it though, because
No,
I
you
don't have
play
to.
it. Just watch somebody play it.
Yeah. Somebody.
No, you need to watch Suko play the second one with me so we can all look at how bad it is. Because
That's right.
I didn't know you had it. Really
Yeah, I
good.
got it. It came with the big collection.
You must have been
It has
hiding it out of
all
pure shame.
It came with all the DLC from every game. It came with every game. And it came with that. Just my luck.
Perfect. Perfectly straight.
I thought that was a tooth.
No, it's a bullet. It's not going to be used as a bullet though.
It's a spear.
Actually, it would be used as a bullet, but I just need something perfectly straight.
Why don't you use like the Gary's Mod building blocks?
What?
You know, like the
It's
building
perfect.
blocks. Yeah, but they're straight.
Aren't they fucking huge though?
Yeah.
No, they come in different sizes.
This is a perfect size because it's literally meant to be a bullet, but like the stretchy effect of it. So it's
Oh.
perfect size. But yeah, I could
That seems a
resize the
little
block
thick.
if you want.
TBH.
TBH.
It's crazy how I came to be watching Tasty Cools because I didn't watch Gary's Mod stuff for a long time after Kitty 0706 passed.
Yeah.
Once he died, I was like, all right, well, that's it.
Yeah.
I was watching, like, hey, it's Lee.
Lee.
You got the whole
Finally.
cast in here now.
What the hell is Lee doing here?
If only they interacted with each other, that would make it better.
Yeah, but I think
They're
it's
just
all the
kind
same
of
dude.
saying quotes.
Yeah, I remember when Lee said that.
What do you say?
That's a big bullet.
That's a big boot.
Alright.
Clementine.
That was in
Fun for it.
relation to what Jenny said. It's got a tracer on it.
It's a movie. They put stuff in to make effects that are visible. It's really exciting. I don't know if you've seen, like, movies aren't realistic. So it's not like a real footage. Like, I know there's plenty of footage online now of actual shootings, but I don't like to research that. So
No. So how are you gonna make a bullet go towards that that shatter in the glass you made?
it's not the only bullet being fired. Not every bullet needs it. Like, it's not a
Well, I mean,
rifle.
like, what angle are you gonna have it hit like that?
I don't know. I'm doing it right now.
I think I'm gonna have to dip out for the time being, my friends.
Right.
No.
Thanks for having me.
No.
Hopefully, I'll be able to just hang out when you're done streaming tonight. Just chat.
Hopefully.
If you're gonna be around.
I'm gonna be a one-man cheeseburger apocalypse.
You said the thing.
I'm gonna assume that means you're around, so I'll be seeing both of you.
Yep.
See, everybody in chat say goodbye to Web.
You better say it. If you don't, I'm banning one of you randomly.
I want to see at least one person say it.
Webb has banned
I'm gonna-
himself.
I banned myself. How could this happen? I was just gonna make the fucking joke too, you bastard.
I know you got tricks.
Hey, Lee came
Oh,
through.
I'm from Lee too. Bye.
That's the best one. Flu. You know I could count on you, chat. Hell yeah. Oh, it's social. How rude.
Baldy. Like Baldy from
Social, you see that other person? Hey, that other person.
Recently played 2 Walking Dead seasons. It was really fun. Lone Vader.
I still haven't played season 4. I have to get around to it eventually.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna talk about Invincible. Have you watched that show?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched that show. Read the comic, too.
Oh, okay. What's different?
Mostly just the order of events. Maybe some characters are slightly different. The whole thing with the robot cyborg people that are made at the college, that happens not way later in the comics, but it does happen later in the comics. They made it way earlier in the show. Or earlier, not way earlier. But it was interesting that they like the same things happen. It's just a little jumped around a bit.
That's
And
cool.
you know when the aqua the fish people come and they're like, all right, you gotta come down and marry our princess in the show.
Oh, that happened. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. In the comics, he actually does need to marry the princess, but I think they still have like the big fight with the big monster, but like Invincible stages it for a random fishman to make it look like the fishman beat the monster. So then the fishman gets to marry the princess.
That's sick.
But then in the show, they're like, oh no, that's barbaric. Now you just fight a monster. Don't need to marry you.
Okay. And then that also flows on to giving old Cecil something, right?
I think so, yeah. I think he still records the roar. Yeah, no spoilers in the comics. No comic spoilers.
Damn it.
I'm gonna remove that. Nobody look at that. We're talking about the show right now. We're talking about things that happen in the show. That also happened in the comics, but it doesn't spoil the show because it happened in the show.
Damn, I broke this.
What'd you do?
This keyframe's broken. Oh well, that's okay.
Invincible the show. Brendan St. John. Filthy Cannibal.
What did that Darkwing guy do? I don't remember.
Darkwing. You talking about like his Robin that took the mantle, or the original Darkwing?
The one that's in the show now.
Okay, so like the Robin, he was killing people. It's like Batman and Red Hood. If Batman died and then Jason Todd took up the mantle of Batman and started killing all his villains,
Right.
then that would be what happened with Darkwing.
Darkwing.
And that's why Invincible was like, hey, stop killing people, you fucking psycho. And then he defeated him, and then I think the same thing happens in the comics where Darkwing gets like hired to kind of redeem himself a bit.
Okay.
I think Cecil's like a lot worse in the comics than he is in the show, though. Like in the show, you can kind of like side with him. You can be like, "Oh yeah, that's
side with him." Like he's the only dude.
Yeah, like everything he does is like
confuse you with their morality.
it makes
he has a very simple goal that you can agree with. Yeah, you just keeping the planet from existing. Like, while it just existing is fine.
Yeah.
The myth aren't that bad, really.
In the comics, he's an asshole.
What does he do? What's his first thing he does? That's like, wow. Whoa, we were.
Well, I mean, he does the same things. He just has like less of a good reason to do it. I can't really say much else because it hasn't happened in the show yet.
Oh, so well then what you're saying is wrong. He's just not doing that yet, but he could be.
Well, no, because he has handled things a lot different. Like in the show, he's like trying. He's like a friend of the family almost. You know, like how he's always there to like try to calm Debbie down and be like, "I'm sorry that had to happen." He's not like that in the comic at all. He doesn't. I mean, Debbie's not even really a character in the comic.
Oh.
Debbie's just there to be like the wife or the mom. But like Debbie's like actually a character in the show.
Yeah. And
then the whole the guy she's dating in the show, I think in the comic it's like just a real short thing. If it happened at all. Like, she's like such a background character that doesn't matter in the comic. In the show, she's like one of the most fleshed out characters. She's got like whole plots to her.
Interesting stuff to have a Superman.
Yeah.
Is that what it's
doing this. No. No.
What if we had a real Superman? Yeah, but I give him 1 day. Alright. We go by what happens at the end of season 3. I'm sort of like, yeah, alright, they got this. They're fine. That was the baddest dude in the universe. So that's it. Like, they say as much themselves, and then he gets defeated by a hero. So like, alright, what's next?
Well, yeah, a little wrong.
Like, Viltrumites are not really the society they've been made out to be. They're shitty. But
you're
like,
right.
They're inconsequential for most of it. If like they've been, can't say that for a planet without someone like a hero of the narrative, Nolan.
Well, the thing is like, you're right. Viltrumites are not what they're made out to be. They're not a huge empire. They're not a huge empire of endless people. We know how many there are. They are limited. But saying that Conquest is like the biggest character,
baddest,
the biggest, strongest, baddest character, he himself says that he's sent to do something. He is not the one calling the shots. And going off of their empire, where only the strongest survive, and where strength means everything above all, if he's not at the top, if he's still being sent to do stuff, what does that tell you?
Yeah, he's a test. That makes sense.
But what you gotta wonder about is, like, why do the Viltrumites want Earth so bad? That's what Conquest was asking himself. He's like, well, I don't know what you did.
That's our original planet. That's why we look exactly like them. We're from Earth.
I don't know. That's a
English.
possibility.
What do you think, Mark? Of course we're from here.
It's a possibility. Who knows?
I don't.
Except for me, I knows.
That's fine. Still.
Could be any manner of things.
And yeah, and then someone else is like, nah, if I die, I'll just come back. It's suddenly really strong. And I could tell that was Jesse Pinkman. What's his name? What's his real name? I keep forgetting. I could tell.
Aaron,
I could tell. Something
Aaron
about the way he's
Paul?
always yelling. Yeah. Ah, that's so
Yeah.
awesome. That's such a tragic
Yeah,
character.
yeah. Did you notice that Brit was voiced by Mike Ehrmantraut?
Who's Brit?
He's like the old guy in the red. He says like, "Go in and don't die, because then someone else is gonna have to go in." And he's like sending all the people through the portal
What portal?
when they're doing the big fights with all the Invincibles.
Oh, okay.
They're sending in a bunch of heroes through the portal. He's the guy that's like, also he comes in at the end.
You know, there's much less screen time than I'm crying
does have
about
a
my
lot.
family. That's everything about that guy. so obvious. I'm screaming about how angry I am. He's really good at it, obviously, but that's
Yeah.
his thing.
That character pissed me off. Fucking just blaming Invincible for everything. It's like, oh, you made me kill my fucking sister and or my friend and baby. No, that was all you. You suck.
Well, I was on his side because, yeah, there shouldn't be dudes that can fly around and go through buildings. We should get rid of this creature because that's too much, alright? And he welcomes that sort of... Like, in the logic of the show, obviously, no, he's protecting, but the average dude doesn't know this. He just sees
That
dudes
guy was
flying
also
around.
he was born and raised on Earth. You saying like he just doesn't have human rights?
Oh, yeah, but they don't know who he is. Like, that's the idea.
No, he's a
His
human.
name is
though.
Invincible. Do they?
Sure. Yeah, look at him. What do you mean?
They know that's his father and that's an alien, so I don't know, that's still stretching it.
Yeah, I mean, if they know that's his father and he's an alien,
Let's
but
say it looked like
who's the
HR
mom,
Geiger's alien. Would you be like, that's a human? Because it looks half
well, no,
like
it's
an
not a
alien.
human. It's a fucking alien at that
But
point.
it's
not a
not
human.
because it's fucking Viltrumite, and they're mostly Viltrumite by that point. He's definitely not just... He is, though. Like,
But he
okay,
was born and raised on Earth as a human.
point is, humans,
18
whatever
years.
the fuck. He's just talking about the species, but he's definitely not...
He's
not
human.
the majority a human person.
But that's the whole point with Invincible is that he's more human than Viltrumite. That's why he's a
You're
good guy.
talking about mature. You're talking about personality.
Yeah. How he should be
is
treated,
an Earth person. You can say that.
right?
But Viltrumites not human. That's not really what they are.
So you're
He's
saying
not
he
gonna
shouldn't
go
have
along with their
human rights?
shit, but no,
That's
like,
because he
but-
shouldn't have to. He was born and raised on Earth. Why would he be treated any differently just because he's more powerful?
Because he can go through a whole building and destroy your family and just be like, hey, I'm going to high school now.
He can do that, but he doesn't. Unless he's thrown through something like that. But he's not flying through it on purpose.
Well,
It's like if somebody hit you with your car and you ran over a picnic.
you can
Oh, it's your
think of it-
fault. It's your fault. You were in the car.
What? Yeah, if you're in a car, you run over a picnic. Yeah, you can hit on that person, though. That's something people can do.
No.
It does happen.
You're in an SUV. You get hit by a semi. The semi plunges your SUV into a picnic. That's your fault because you were in an SUV.
It's not the SUV's fault.
No, it's your
the
fault.
bottom attached.
It's your fault because you're in the SUV.
Hmm.
Why would you be in an SUV if it wasn't for running people over?
Exactly.
No
you're
other
right.
reason
Cars
for
are
it.
too big these days, huh?
Good segue.
Yeah. That dude is a bit crazy though. It's extreme. I'm saying like there's a sort of logic there.
Yeah, but it goes completely out the window when he himself kills his family and then blames it
Yeah.
on the fucking superhero.
He's a real prick, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the worst.
He's so cool. He's got the eyeliner on.
Oh yeah, he's real cute. Did you notice Bulletproof? You know Bulletproof?
Oh, yeah. That's. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. Am I thinking of the same guy? I'm thinking of Luke Cage now.
No,
He's
you're
bulletproof.
thinking of
His nickname's bulletproof or something.
Samson? Black Samson?
Is that the Guardian? No.
I'm talking about Bulletproof who joins the Guardians. He's the black guy in the yellow.
His name is
But
Bulletproof.
not the ball.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Bulletproof.
know the dude you're talking about. He looks like a bee. Just, I call him the buzzing bee.
Because he's wearing the yellow?
Yeah. He's got that glasses.
Did you
notice?
notice?
Like eyes.
I mean, kinda. You notice that the suit he's wearing is the same one that Invincible wore when he was getting his first suit?
No.
Yeah, when he goes to Mark Hamill's costume shop, Mark Hamill's like, I have a suit ready to go. And then he puts it on, and it's that suit. It's the bulletproof suit. And he's like, I don't know. This suit kind of sucks.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what Bulletproof wears.
Yeah. So his name's Bulletproof. When did he show up? I can't remember.
He shows up. He gets hired by Cecil just to fill up space for the Guardians. I think that was in season 2 or 3. He's first introduced because he's not somebody that was hired when they had a robot doing the superhero tryouts. He wasn't that early. Watching The Boys again, it just made me wish the show was less what's the word, like nihilist.
Realistic, okay.
I just thought like the first episode goes so strongly because like it goes off the idea that Homelander isn't like a part of the horrible shit. Like they try to play it until I think it's episode 2 where it's like, oh, he's a hero. He's like I thought it was a way cooler idea that like you have the Justice League and they're all corrupt except for Superman. Superman's the only one that's like actually in it to be a hero, and he just doesn't know that everyone else is an asshole.
Yeah, like
and I think that's a way better premise.
Right.
Yeah.
He's literally that. He's trying to be a normal Superman. He's the son of Krypton that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... The Kal-El... What's his name? Jor-El? His dad came with him. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Like, what if Superman actually, at home, they're like, alright, we're sending him off to, like, take over this planet. But they all die before they can tell him that.
Yeah. Jordan Peterson. I don't think that's his name.
Jordan Peterson. I don't know if he knows what his name is. What makes you so sure?
I don't want to take over the planet like my father.
Well, you see, they got these characters of the strong man who is meant to be very strong, and he comes to defeat the villain. So, yep, we got that, Jordan Peterson.
Who's Sean Daly?
Alright, anyway.
Boomdolphin up capitalizing. Jor. Oh, I see. Jor. No, you didn't capitalize the L. You fucked up your own joke.
Who?
Boomdolphin. They're yeah, Jor-El and Jordan Peterson, but
up yours, woke say Superman.
Wait a second. It's not even an L. The joke went over my head. There's no L in Peterson. Just added, yeah, that's way funnier.
I'm Jordan Peterson.
The Ellis Island. Bjork.
We'll
Now we're
see
just
who
saying
shits
names.
on the sidewalk.
What the hell is Sean McAlley? McAlley? I don't know. That's just somebody social said, so it's probably somebody horrible.
Okay. Why? What is social media that we don't?
I don't know. I searched Google and nothing came up.
Oh, some woke moralist.
Yeah.
This is what adults talk about these days. It's fucking so dumb. I'm sick
I
of it.
hate this shit. I want to be a teenager again. Imagine no.
Someone wants to do this with a Star Wars film, and this is meant to be a fucking. I'm a professor of psychology. No, you're fucking nut, man.
Checkmate.
Once the problem these people have is they had a good point at the start, but I guess it's a common one anyway. Like, it was common sense when they started, and that was enough for people. Now they're like, oh, we should give all the money to billionaires, and it's like, wait a second. Go back to just saying, don't tell people what to say. That's everyone agrees with that. Literally all it was. Chris, you know where he got his starts just because there was something which probably didn't come to fruition, but they're going to make you force people to use pronouns decided by people. Like, yeah, you got to say what people want to be called, but you don't have to. Is the only thing. You can be a dick if you want, right? Shit, all the comedians like Joe Rogan, they just came from when, once upon a time, people were like, hey, they're trying to make us not say certain things, but we want to be like edgy and say whatever, so we want to be
Is
dickheads.
Joe Rogan a comedian?
Yeah, maybe 100
I
years
thought
ago.
Was he a comedian before he was like the UFC?
He was, yeah, like that's knew him. He used to be on this show called Fear Factor. That's what I knew him from, and that was because he was a comedian. But he was like, he's one of those comedians where you're like, they're like not real. They just say stuff, you know. They're not like Eddie Murphy. Oh no, that's not fair. No,
Do you mean like he's a dry comedy humor?
Like there's ones you're like, oh well, they're the funny one. They come in, they do the funny thing. I can't think of one because they all disappear very quickly.
What about
it's a very boring one. So there's nothing. You're like, whatever. Louis C.K. is great because he is also just like that, I suppose, which is a benefit.
So Joe Rogan was a bad comedian.
Yeah, just bad.
Right. Not funny.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
You didn't laugh.
But it's alright. Like, yeah, you're like, that was the comedy act. I'm happy with it. Good. Not even one that says edgy stuff. And he just
it was just anti-humor.
It's just a lot of money. That's all his. I'm sure that's all his like actual need is. It's just for because he's the top rated podcast and he's going to maintain that and just do what the common folk are requesting at the time. But he's sort of failing that at the moment. He's all in on Elon Musk, and Elon Musk has destroyed his own reputation. So Joe's like, oh fuck. I'm sure it's not personal.
I like Bill Burr.
Yeah, because Bill Burr is one of those comedians where you're like, he's always coming back with something crazy. He's back again. This man, he's great.
Yeah.
Because he's a real comedian. There's a difference.
You ever watch Barry?
No.
Bill Hader show?
No.
That's a good one.
Right.
I'm not usually a fan of Bill Hader, but I think Barry is really
he's
good.
Very, he's one of those comedians where it's going to make a new category for every comedian. And they're very specific to the one guy, so it's completely superfluous. No, he's
Well,
just,
haters
I believe him when he's like, I suffer from anxiety. He's like, he's just a regular guy.
Yeah,
But also
I think he's a really good writer.
Also, the top of the skill chain in, well, I don't know, it's skill based, but like these are the ones that made it in New York in comedy.
Yeah. Barry is a really good show. I recommend it.
Really
It also has an ending, so you don't need to wait for all of it. I don't know how easy it is to like find. I think it's only on like one streaming service. It's one of those. There's Wab making faces in the chat. Green faces.
Why can't I go back to
It's
camera?
stopped on the last season. I haven't watched the last season because I didn't have access to it until recently. So I was just getting John Bernthal.
What about him?
I don't know. He says he's going to go off and get John Bernthal in here.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a good weekend social. Enjoy the John.
Bernthal. Saying hope you enjoy the John just sounds like
You
have a
enjoy
good
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know me. Why do I have to toggle it? Oh my god. Yeah, there it is. Is this a cool action shot? It's just like, dun.
Yeah.
Hasn't
Don't
got
even
face
change
paint.
his face. Don't even change it.
It's just, hello.
The way he walks into.
Well, they are meant to be dorky old guys. They're not meant to be cool. I'm thinking like they would be awkward to animate. They just hunch shoulders and like slow, and they got the mercenary dudes that do the running, but these dudes in charge are like shit. And that's
I'm
gonna be
being
like,
genuine. I think maybe you should make him like squint a bit, but beyond that, it's
What?
perfect.
why?
Yeah.
His eyes are
Because
locked.
he's a dork.
But his eyes are locked. You can't do it unless he's blind. He's not.
Well, no, isn't it like when you like lock on to something, you like squint, you get serious, you know?
Well, shit. Mm. You'll have a little sound. Mm. This is a character I was going to get you to do the voice for.
Huh?
Yeah. He's just meant to be like, this is the shield man, so like I thought, he's someone that's sort of like stern-faced.
You said you were gonna do it. Have you changed that, or?
No, I have no one else in mind.
Alright, sick. I'll take it.
Starving. Haven't had anything but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days. Why can't we have some?
What can we use some real for?
Just a mouthful. Cut of the flank.
What about the legs? We don't need those.
What about syllables? O's.
I can't remove that comment.
What is it? Oh. Transpire.
Just don't make any attention to it, and it'll go away.
New plan. This is a death sealed with a kiss. And he kisses him, and it's like Batman Forever or something. And then Batman falls in from this. Well, it's Nick. He drops in from the skylight and says, "This party is over."
He pulls out his Nick credit card.
This has his face on it. You've been so
It's his
good to
ID.
us. Never leave the home without it. The Nick card. But no, it's a Nick Bat card. My friend's Bruce Wayne. I mean Batman. I mean, they're not the same guy.
Ellis is Robin. Zoe is Batgirl.
Nah. Well, you know, there'd be a more appropriate person to be a Bat Ninja.
True. But they're a bad guy.
Oh, yeah. No, well, there's another one that knows Kung Fu.
Alright.
Actually, no, what does she do? I can't remember the type. It's like the same as Xiao Yu from Tekken.
Yeah, everyone fights.
But the ninja does Wing Chun, which is the same one that Neo does a bit. He probably does heaps of different ones. But you know, when he's like blocking the attacks of Agent Smith where he's real fast, that's just Wing Chun. So cool.
Yeah. Yes, we are still going doodly doodly.
It's taking too long. I want to finish this up.
Seib's still going. I haven't done anything.
Great googly.
Do this whole shot, and then you can go have a food break.
I should. I'm hungry. All I had was wheat bakes today, mate.
Baggedy wheat bix for 3 freaking
Ain't
hours.
nothing but beautiful wheat bakes with perfect fucking full cream milk for one stinking morning. Yeah, we're gonna have an eggs benedict at this little cafe down the road. Perhaps a macchiato that costs 7 fucking Australian dollars now, and you get it via the QR code on your table. Such is life now.
I saw my favorite restaurant in town got an old dish back, and it's like fucking $10 more expensive than it used to be.
Yeah.
I love capitalism.
I love democracy.
So good.
Well, you know what? Just don't lower the prices. I'm watching. Don't raise the prices. I'm watching. Thank you for the attention to this matter. The Shane of the United States in caps.
What's the restaurant? It is I think it's a chain. It's called Kelsey's. Kelsey's Roadhouse.
Ooh, woman.
It is delish.
It's the best
Kelsey's
damn ranch
original
sauce you get
Roadhouse.
that side of the border.
It is great.
The
I
northern
love
border,
it.
that is.
It is so freaking expensive, though.
Yeah, everything is.
Yeah.
I should fix his hands up.
I wonder if there are other Kelseys across Canada, if it's only one. I'm sure it's not only one.
What do they have at Tim Hortons?
A bunch.
Coffee?
No, they got like donuts and scones. I think they even started doing pizza.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that really confused me when I heard that. But yeah, they're doing pizza on like not like pizza dough bread, but like
Oh yeah, like that
It's-
weird sweet bread
it's
that
weird.
cafes like now. What's your favorite games? Do you play the most of all time? Says Sand Skeleton. Blood. Just blood.
Gears of War.
Blood. Gears of blood.
Now that is a gun.
I'm here to donate some Gears of War, but it's blood.
Steakhouse pizza. I think Kelsey's does pizza.
Mongolian stir fry. It's cool.
There's a bunch of different places like that. Asian places like that. Our KFC actually closed down and now it's a sushi place.
Yes,
Same building. It's weird. The KFC was there like almost as long as I've been here. And seeing it sushi places. It's weird.
Yeah. I keep expecting to go by my old place and go to Sizzler.
Sizzler.
Never went to that Sizzler, but then it became a Taco Bell, the first of its kind near me. Because Taco Bell wasn't here.
I never had Taco Bell until just earlier this year or late last year. And yeah, it's really, I really like it. From what I've had anyway. My mom doesn't like it, so we don't really have it too often. But when me and my dad are chilling, my mom's like out of town, we're like, yeah, let's get Taco Bell.
Once the ladies out of the house, we grab a...
Once it's the boys' night, we get the fucking Taco Bell.
Yeah. We say 5 Hail Marys and we go to bed early and we wake up the next morning, we do some farming. Like a real man.
Feed the chickens, till the fields.
Arthur, the KFC near our camp closed down, Arthur. Oh, the doubting. It was profitable, Arthur.
Arthur, the chickens.
Can't get a decent meal with anything under $20 now. Dutch, it sucks. World's changed.
What's your favorite scary movie? Smiley face.
Smiley face that just releases all that tension.
I like Scary Movie. Specifically 3. I fucking love the 3rd one.
Which one's that again?
That's the one where it parodies Signs.
Oh, yeah.
And The Ring.
I would have thought that was 4. Like
that one's like, I think 4 is War of the Worlds, or maybe that's 5. Maybe 4 is Cabin in the Woods. I don't remember. Number 1 was Scream. Number 2 was I don't know. It's the Mansion one. Is it based on anything?
It's the Mansion. What?
Yeah, 2 is the one in the mansion.
Yeah, that's that crap one.
Yeah, Web's his favorite.
Oh, really? That's fine, but I think it's like, I don't know.
I also agree. Like, I like 1 more. I like 3 the most, and then 2 would be like last in that trilogy. And then everything after that, I've watched like once in my life.
Comedy back then is like really like, I don't know. Like we as kids were always doing that "take my strong hand" guy. The dude with the he has a deformed hand. It's like
take my little hand.
Sort of ableist, you know. Because that's it. The beginning and the ending of the joke is he has a weird hand.
Yeah, he has a gross hand.
And the dude he's in a wheelchair. But that's what's his name? Cross. He's hilarious anyway. It doesn't matter what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't play it like he's disadvantaged. He just gets hurt a lot.
Yeah.
But it's a deformed hand and weird. Like it's just, it's not as. Then again, it's that silly guy. It's that silly guy. But nah, they wouldn't do that because you know that saying, "Oh, you just make that these days." Yeah, you shouldn't because you're like, oh, that's just harmful. harmful rhetoric.
Yeah, like that whole joke where they're all having pie or cake and like they're putting hands in each other's cake and it's funny, but then when he does it, they're like,
Oh,
ew.
yucky. My turn. I like it because it's mean to these assholes. Like, yeah, he loves it. He loves it though. He's having a great time. So fuck them. Ruin their pie. Cause they wouldn't eat it because he's yucky hands in it.
You can have all of it. Oh, that movie also had I never remember his name. Command and Conquer Space, right? What's his name?
Michael Ironside. From
Is that his name?
Nah, what, who?
Fucking Space. What's his name? What's his name? He goes, I'm going to the only place that hasn't been touched by capitalism.
Tim Curry, yeah.
Tim Curry. I never remember his fucking name. But yeah, he's in the second one. He tries fucking romancing one of the girls.
Does he? That's so weird. That's great. I know that there's a ghost scene and they just took it all out. The movie feels like it's a bit of a fuck up. Because like I just know that the ending was completely changed. And those dudes are not great, the Wayans brothers. They're problematic, you know. But I'm never gonna forget, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. That movie is terrible, but I love it. Do you even know that movie?
Not that I know of, no. Doesn't ring a bell.
It's, think of the gangster culture in, what do you call it? Is it South Compton, That was, I think in the 90s, they made a parody movie about it. Because there's a lot of movies about that sort of thing too. And it's just silly.
Does it have, like, Dave Chappelle in it, or...?
No, he's better than that. Yeah, he's too good for that sort of movie. He has his own Half-Baked. I like that movie. I want to watch it again. No, it's literally just Grandma's got a gigantic joint and she's smoking it. She goes, "That's good shit." And then Smokey gets a job and he's a crash test dummy because he's
like Smokey the Bear.
So he gets a shit job.
Oh.
No, like one of the main guys.
Right.
So cousin comes to live with them, and that's his cousin who just grew up in the highly dangerous neighborhood where everyone gets shot every day. They don't live past their 21st birthday. And he's like, I'm just trying to get a normal job. I'll be normal. Something. That might be the premise. Or you just get a job because you need a fucking job. There's this firm. He's trying to blend in with everyone, all these white people. That's but it's just a joke, right? The fact that they're white is the thing. That's why it's problematic. Like, come on, alright, that's not that funny anymore. It's funny because it was at the time. There's so many movies like that, but now you're just saying black people are like different. Like, it's not a parody of anything in particular now.
Right.
It doesn't work, but I still think it was funny at the time. Just like a gay person who's funny. Like, that's not gonna happen anymore. Now I think, you know what, Riddler's fucking awesome. I love him.
Yeah.
He's really gay in Batman.
Riddler and Two-Face,
So he's not meant to be gay, but he has gay coding.
It's like hanging off of him like a stripper pole.
I think it's funny to be in your face about gay because it triggers the people who are transphobic. Just phobic in general.
Homophobic. Yeah, flamboyant stuff. I like flamboyant.
Yeah, it's good. You know, a big strong man, but he's being feminine. It's that's not normal.
Sans asked, do you make models walk slow-mo? Like in an epic scene you like Terminator?
Nah, he's just slow. I make them in slow motion. That's why it takes hours.
You've done slow motion before in other episodes, right?
Huh?
Other projects, I mean, you've done slow motion scenes.
I don't think so. Maybe once when Nick gets blown up by a grenade.
Oh
Should've
yeah,
killed
where
him, by
it's
the
like
way.
the repeat shot, where it's like whoa.
Yeah, that was like one of the only. I don't like slow motion because
Yeah, I remember you telling me you didn't really like slow motion as a concept because
no, it's just overdone. Like, I watched one Minions movie and there's that music that they put in the Mario movie. Like they just keep doing the same
Kill
thing.
Bill
over and over.
music.
Yeah. And then there's slow motions where he's like, roar, and their mouth goes all wobbly, and they go, roar.
Yeah.
And the babies in the audience laugh. No,
That's
I don't
me,
think
I'm baby.
Kids like it. I don't think kids are even interested.
Yeah, I think kids love that slow motion stuff. It's
I
probably all for them.
have a different theory. I think parents think that kids like it. That's why they're so profitable.
I guess some
In
parents.
flocks to see these things because they think that that's what's the movie. That's what movies are. And then they go on their phone the whole time. That's why
True.
all these adults are saying, "Have you seen the Birds movie? So good." And
Angry
they're like,
Birds.
"You were paying your fucking water bill while you're watching it. You're a mother. You weren't watching that movie. What the fuck?" Now, if it was Denis
Check your
Villeneuve's
stuff.
007 movie,
Of
you'd be
course,
watching
of
this
course.
shit. You'd be like, "Wow, you're so handsome, that Idris Elba." It sounds like
You get paid every time you say it's the fucking
I always thought he sounded like Idris Elba, and I just feel like a dude butting himself into your group with his elbow, and it's just him. It's just big old Idris Elba. I'll just elbow my way in. How's it going, mates? This is Idris Elba's voice. Nah, he's just great. I thought he was American when he first showed up in 28 Weeks Later. I think I saw him and I was like, yeah, it's just an American dude. He's just so good at doing a voice.
Which console do you prefer, PlayStation or Nintendo or Xbox?
No, I don't know. I've got a PlayStation 4. I bought a Steam Deck. Pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a PC guy, ain't you?
Look. Things are great these days. You don't even have to. Like, you got Xbox on your computer now. You don't need to pick.
Yeah.
It's great.
Don't even pick too much now, no.
It's the picking of the franchise, like the system is the problem.
Yeah, the
It's not
console
good for the
wars is
consumer.
just no. It's great for the
Them.
market or whatever. Yeah, it's great for the big cats, the big fat cats, but
Bill Gates
Yeah,
was
no,
at the wedding for the Amazon guy in Venice. So he's
hey,
whatever.
fucking
He also was on
traitor.
Epstein's plane. I don't know.
Yeah, who wasn't?
It's just big companies, you know, throwing their weight around. That's not good.
Yeah, Matt Groening was on that flight list.
Everyone was, I found out.
Yeah.
Even Noam Chomsky, even like
Noam Chomsky, oh my god.
yeah.
You think you know a guy?
You don't know, Noam Chomsky is a very important figure.
Yeah, he went to the fucking moon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he's named after. That man's very old. He was on that. Chris Tucker. Like shit. How can I watch Rush Hour again with people like Chris Tucker in it? I do, and it's hilarious because it's awesome. I don't think about Chris Tucker as a person.
I still watch Baby Driver, even though Kevin Spacey's a big part in that movie.
Yeah,
I love Baby
American
Driver. It's a
Beauty
great
is an
movie.
excellent film. Doesn't matter. He didn't write the words. He's a crazed killer, though. That man, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna stop watching Naked Gun just because OJ's in it. Come on now.
No, I'm gonna watch it twice because of you, Jason. Oh god. But yeah, you probably should not get so seriously attached to these people's products like Xbox, because they will, without hesitation, do crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my Xbox, yeah.
Right. Do you make more Mortal Kombat scenes in the future? That scene was fire.
I don't know. I've done it now. I should find a different fighting game.
Well, you did the Mortal Kombat thing because we were playing it at the time, yeah?
Maybe.
We did like Mortal Kombat
9. I
9.
do the animation.
Yeah, I mean, either way. I know we were playing Mortal Kombat because it was on sale, 9 specifically. And we did that with like MB and I think everybody, we did like a little rotation.
This dude comes in too fast.
Have you ever played any Halo game? If so, were you a pro on multiplayer?
I did. I was there, Gandalf. Nearly 30 years ago when Halo 1 was a big thing. You know, everyone's like, gotta try this game, it's sick. I was like, yeah. And like, GTA 3 was a thing, and it was the only one of that type, right? It's only 3D GTA, so, and it was big then. Everyone was talking about it, and I was just going, I want to get a PlayStation 2 and play this game so bad. I was crazy about it, so hyped up. My brother's like, no, wait. Microsoft's about to drop something, man. It's called the Xbox. And I was like, what the fuck? What is this shit? Xbox? I just want to play GTA 3, man.
No, your brother was
with
right.
Halo. Like, there was a package that came with Halo, but I didn't buy that one. I bought it anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's a used copy of Halo, the first one. And yeah, it's a pretty awesome game.
Xbox Live wasn't a thing back then, right?
No, there's no multiplayer online. It's just system.
Yeah.
2 Xboxes.
I thought like Halo 2 was when the
People
online
did this.
stuff
They would go to each
happened.
other's houses with Xboxes
Yeah.
and TVs and set them all up.
System Link. Nah, I never did either. I mean, obviously I didn't have to, but like, never did that. Just knew it existed.
Wasn't cool enough, man.
It always seemed cool though, just playing. It'd be a really fucking hot room though.
Yeah.
Like 4 Xboxes, 4 TVs. Depending on how many people are playing on each thing, you could have like 4 people playing on each TV. It'd be a fucking sweaty room. Horrible.
It says the guy lives in a place that gets to -40.
Yeah, I mean the rooms still heat up. I mean our houses are insulated.
Yeah.
Heat
Houses
stays
aren't really.
inside. It gets bad in here.
I'm actually getting a bit warm now. It's winter. I look outside and the sun is so bright it's just pure white outside. Wait, that's snow.
Oh god.
No snow here, fella.
Have you ever actually it snowed there surely at least once? Just a little?
If you go to the mountain, yes, I went to snow. When was it, last year? Do I make WWE scenes? There's no good map for it, otherwise I would have. It would have been one of those shots where the dudes teleport in. And then like some wrestlers were there, but there's just no good map for it, so I didn't bother.
Yeah, we tried finding.
Like, I could have put the Undertaker in. He is? He's driving a boat. The Undertaker's in this one. He drives a boat. You can't see him, but he's the guy that's driving a boat.
No, you heard it here first. That's an inside scoop.
So he's dead face, serious looking like Undertaker, just driving a boat in Italy. Yeah,
It's got like his eyes rolled back in his head, yeah, like he does.
Yeah, Dong.
You got Paul Bearer. I'm like, oh my god!
Oh my god! Whoa! He's totally driving that thing. Incredible.
Undertaker, where's Kane? Kane's gone over the edge.
Alright, I'm done here. I was just shooting the S word, you know. Probably finish this shot up later, but for now, it's past lunchtime. I'm gonna go. John Cena. Yeah, I'd put Cena in it. He's cool.
Or Randy Orton.
Yeah, you're right. Randy, it would be, and he'd be coming out of nowhere. Instead, they get tackled by a footballer, a gridiron player, and then that dude goes off the boat, and he's never seen again.
Did you play Helldivers as well? Yes, we did. There are streams that you can look on Seib's channel. We played Helldivers quite a bit.
Helldivers?
If you go to his channel and you go to the live tab and you scroll a little bit, you'll find them. We got like at least 4 of them.
What's Helldivers?
Oh, you know Helldivers. It's the alien game with the bugs.
Just realized his hand is not holding on. Yeah, I gotta clean that up. Have you seen, do the regular dudes show up in Helldivers on other planets now? Because I've only come back to play one of those city missions, which they do show up in.
Yeah, I think the Seib soldiers show up.
That's cool. They bloody blew me up with a grenade, so...
Yeah.
And yet when I accidentally shoot them, it's like, their lives are entrusted to us, or whatever they say.
Yeah. They trusted you to save them. Michael Lopez says they found out about the Tasico series recently by doing a deep dive into nostalgic SFM animations, and they're glad that they did. Actors Revolt hits hard, by the way. Rock on, man.
No, Point Man made that one, didn't he?
I think so. Point Money?
Man. Point Money. I never speak to that man, not until I request something from him. Transactional relationship.
Relationship must go both ways.
Well, I ask him what his real name is and address, but he never tells me.
Can't imagine why he wouldn't.
I'm gonna deport him.
CBGC says they want to see the Council of Burger go up against a group that Nick brings together, like a turf war.
You call it surf and turf.
Yeah.
It's
cool surf and turf.
It's like it's a menu item if you get a seafood restaurant. What is surf and turf?
And they say, I think you've had enough.
I think you should switch to decaf.
If they said that, I'm suing. What is your favorite coach quote?
I found a burger tank in this place. I'm gonna be a one-man cheeseburger apocalypse.
That's
and
classic.
it fades away. That's how I'm gonna end Tasty Cools. If it ever
It's
ends,
just a-
it's gonna just be that. Fades away into echoes. Because of course, I can't really think of a better ending for this person.
Yeah, no, USAF Mike really, he nailed it.
Yeah. And like, I just imagine he did this as a joke. This person, I'm gonna disappear in front of everyone and say this strange line. And then come
So
back
ahead
later
of
and be like, haha, kid. I just ripped off him with his character. That's how I started. Number 2 was a video response to Yusef Mike's video if Coach was in a horror movie, and it's like Scream, where he's on the phone and Coach is like getting mad. My name's Coach and I live here. And the Scream dude's like, what's your favorite scary movie? Oh, The Midnight Riders. And then he hangs up on Coach because he gets frustrated.
Hello?
That's like the whole character of Coach. He's just not clever enough to get what's going on, but he's also indestructible.
He's what they call a himbo.
Who?
The kids these days. That's the term.
I don't know any kids.
Must be nice.
Oh, you know a kid?
I moderate your server, man.
Oh, yeah. What is a henbo? Hanbao?
It's like a bimbo, except it's a boy.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. Yeah. He's a minx, isn't he? He's always walking around with that revealing outfit.
It's like Johnny Bravo, I guess, would be a himbo.
Hey, mama. Be a one cheeseburger apocalypse. They say, Nick, I'm gonna get you, Nick.
Mama warned me about nicks like you. I was hoping she was right.
What is your favorite meme on the internet? I love that one with JD Vance looking like a blind man. Genuinely, it's hilarious. I love his intense stare and puffy face. Hilarious. I hope it
I'm
becomes
fond of
huge.
Troll face.
They deported someone from Norway because he had this photo, this picture of a real undoctored JD Vance. This ugly, ugly man. Like, man, I don't get it. What is with the physicality of the administration? It is all insane. Like, just think about this, right? If you had no idea what they're about, if 100 years time you look back, they look weird as shit, man. You got fucking RFK looking like a leather purse.
Jesus.
It's so fucking strange, right? And Coach looks like an actual literal clown. He does though. If you didn't know that, he's just using bronzer. It looks like it's weird as fuck. Weird as fuck. And this JD Vance thing is hilarious because he does actually look weird. I mean, it's like, is that eyeliner? What is this?
Yeah.
He doesn't even look like he's going for normal and he doesn't even do that. What's with this stenciled on beard? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are you just a bit overweight? But you're probably fucking not. You're a Marine, for Christ's sake. Why is he so weird, inflated looking? I don't think he's not unfit. So why is he puffy? Is it coke bloat? I fucking think it would be. This administration's insane. Anyway, that's what I think. I'm not even worried about the impending wars, the destruction of the economy. They're weird. Weird looking. Oh, Jesus. Hilarious.
Mustafa Adele asked, by chance, when should they expect the episode to come out?
I don't know. When we free Palestine.
Oh man, you heard him. Get to work.
Yeah, fucking do it. I don't know. Not that much longer. I'll do it. You know,
I think
all this has been putting me off doing it though, I can tell you that much.
I'm thinking if not by the end of the year, maybe early next year. I think you're making pretty good time.
Yeah, I'll say that. Just in
As long as
time
nothing
for Christmas.
changes. Maybe even before that, honestly.
Everything changes every week.
Yeah, don't want to get no one's hopes up, but we're past the halfway point, I think.
That looks cool. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna call it there.
Do the Austin Powers like villain?
Oh, behave.
No, the villain thing where it goes like.
Speaking of Mike Myers, I did this morning. I was using the lavatory, right? You know, as you do.
Right?
Soon, like, I think I was looking at my phone at something and I went, as if that's ever going to happen. And I flushed it and I went, somebody. I'm like, yes, that's literally what he does at the start of Shrek.
What are you gonna say? You're doing the joke where he's like just
God.
gotten unfrozen.
Oh, man. I love Shrek. That is so good. Just think Disney was the standard, and they're very serious.
Shrek is a timeless
Shrek
classic.
comes along and is like, you know what? This dude is going to start the film on the toilet. Which is normal now, because Minions does all sorts of silly shit like that, but back then it was not normal.
No.
Not for movies, anyway. Unless it's Felix the Cat or something very obscure.
Garfield.
The Cat? Who's the one that was raunchy? Maybe your grandfather knows.
Raunchy Cat.
The Animaniacs would start their movie on the toilet, yeah.
Are you thinking about Heathcliff?
Who's that?
I don't think. It was like a Garfield type orange cat. I don't think it was that
I'm
raunchy.
talking about some 70s like drug using cat movie. It's weird. I think I have a vague memory of it. Not that I watched it. But, you know, it's like, oh, it's not your mama's cartoon. That's already been done a long time ago.
Gex. Gex the Gecko. Great Gassy says, they're so glad that Tasticles 10 is still being worked on. Not enough new Gmod stuff. There was a Witchy Gmod. They made the thing, Lemurfought.
Yes.
They make stuff.
Watch Witchy Gmod. I've just recently become good friends to that person.
They're cool.
Yeah. I think, what's his name again? Lemurfought. I think he makes genuinely good actual Gmod videos because it incorporates the tools and like looks like exactly what Gmod would be if there was a movie. All the stuff he does, like all of it.
It's like meta in a way, or
like this dude. Like it takes into account that this is the universe they live in, so there's people join the server, and that's reality.
Yeah, they have like
so
tool guns.
It's so nice.
They use the dev console.
I mean, dude has like tool gun weaponry.
Yeah.
I remember, well, a long time ago, back when I first saw Lemurfought, he was not. Neither was I. All right, I'm not trying to. No, we were not good, and it's so interesting to see how we progressed after a decade of this shit. Oof.
Went from Coach Ragdoll with welded burgers on them.
There wasn't an animation tool yet. That's all he could do.
It is real nice to go back to old stuff like Kitty stuff and be like, man, the animator, the Gmod animators of yore have really like they worked with what they got and they've made some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, by comparison, I don't do anything too tricky. I just do straight animation.
Yeah.
I never got to speak to that kitty guy there. Should have.
No sense dwelling on it.
Oh my god, I feel so violated by this person looking at me.
He's a sweet old man. Be careful what you say about that old man. I'm going to be voicing him, so I've heard.
I see the banality of evil in his eyes.
That's better.
It'll be an awesome musical sting, and he just has no expression. You can't do this. I'm the authority. But seibmoz, you've already done a scene like this where the guy kills the president, and it's the exact same scene where the dude with an MP5 shoots the president. I've done this scene before. I'm not sure about it.
As in another series.
That's the first time you see Dr. Burger.
It's a different series, though.
Yeah.
It's a TV show. Now it's like life imitates art or whatever. However that saying goes.
No, it's history repeats itself, but it's just me being lazy. I'm not trying new things.
Simpsons did it.
Yeah.
Simpsons has done everything.
That looks better.
R.I.P. to Zim's Uncle Walter. Big ups, big man. Pour one out.
Oh, sorry, the old man's green ghost scared me.
Such a coward. His cowardice angers me.
Ah! Uh-oh.
He's not going away.
Alright, I'm just gonna do it. Let's just finish this. I'll do this later. Can I be bothered with doing depth of field? Maybe once he gets close. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's.
You could just, like, if you're not feeling doing the full extent, you could just save the scene and then come back to it
Yeah.
when you in the mood.
Oh. Yeah, that's good. He's doing the Max Payne face. It's a face I put on the Max Payne character when he shows up. His mouth looks misaligned.
Yeah, his lips are like weirdly open. They don't like go all the way past the lip. How do you feel about this new sorting they have for the face poser?
No, it's fine. It's all there. It's better because it was too many things. I'd always get lost in it. Still get lost in it though.
Yeah. I kind of preferred it without all the sorting because, like you said, I just get lost in it anyway. And now it just kind of makes it so you have to scroll more. Ah, the man ran into frame. Sir, we're shooting here. You got a shot. Please.
Look into my eyes.
Is he doing the penance stare?
There is no tasticles. Yes. No. Alright. Get back there.
That was a good bit.
He just sort of squishes his face a bit. Let's push it. Whoa. He looks really scary now. I like it. I'm gonna keep that. It's not like a satisfied look, it's like an enraged, angry look.
Yeah, his eyes widen and his mouth gets
He
scrunched.
looks deranged, which is what he's meant to be. Put in some blinking.
You ever do that thing where you put your hand in front of your face and you kind of like reset it? And then when you like swipe down, you have a new expression.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I do that all the time at work. In front of people.
Yeah, in public, especially.
Oh, watch this. Whoa. Oh, whoa. You have to be there. What was I looking for? Particle control. Impact glass. I've lost it.
What are you looking for?
There is a impact glass thing that I need to use here.
It's not like Counter-Strike or Gary's Mod or Half-Life.
Nah, I don't know. Probably right.
Is it like a paint thing? Nah, whatever. Impact glass.
Now, if only I could toggle it to do that when I'll have to time it right. Get out of here, you crazy faced man. Dust. Dust?
Dust. Dust. And bits of dirt.
This is the worst day of his life. Alright. Smoke dust.
Gold dust.
Hmm. Maybe I could just reuse that, yeah. Looks like impact anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. Advanced. Oh god, what is it? Advanced.
Advanced particle tool.
Particle. AdV. Yeah, it's not really. Alright.
Emitter.
I got it.
Okay.
That's not it. Hang on. Maybe it can just be a spark. Pew, pew. That's very 90s. Reminds me of GoldenEye. Maybe from the 90s. Speaking of which, James Bond film coming up with Denis Villeneuve as the director.
Wow.
Bond, James Bond. I hear they're going to get back Sean Connery.
Oh yeah, how they gonna do that?
I don't know, it's just that's the tool gun impact. I'm not using that.
I think it'd be cool if they took old Bond actors and made them villains. So you'd have like Daniel Craig.
That's what they try to do with Mission Impossible. People don't want to see
Yeah.
that.
So
Did they put an actual criminal in it?
Oh.
Isn't it John Voight? I don't know anything about John Voight. He has certain politics that are stupid. Perfect. Alright, that'll do. Does his nose go through his mask? No. 180. Alright, so what frame is it? It's when she has, when the person goes to this pose, that's when I press the button. Which is this one. Alright. Here goes nothing.
You could do it.
Let me just save. Alright. Yes, I gotta press the key to get the timing right. So lame. This is not gonna work out. $180. Yeah, his eyebrows going through his mask, but that's okay. It's the magic of cinema.
It's like real life because the skin like overlaps the fabric. Squishes it.
So some of these masks that people have are corporeal, so you can go right through them.
Yeah. Corporeal.
Corporeal.
Sure, that's not
Corporeal.
proper.
Never said that word. Alright. What is this scene called? Shot? Wide
villain.
eyes. Wide eyes.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. That shot is going to be christened as Wide Eyes.
Remember that when the full scene, the show,
Yeah, when you look
full
at that
episode
shot, you'll be
comes
like,
out.
it's called Wide Eyes.
That's Wide Eyes.
Look
I got the
back on
storyboard for
name.
that one. I got the cell frame for that one. Got it framed up on my wall. It says Wide Eyes shot.
Actually, no, I called this one Lady Killer
500.
already. Oh, well, that's right. Wide Eyes is the new name. That's going to mess up with the referencing. It's still shot 18 of this new scene. I have a thing about people doing wide eyes into the camera, don't I?
It's finally done. Scene only took, I don't know, 3.5 hours-ish, if that.
I was going slow.
Yeah. Think about how quickly you could be if you weren't muddled down by the stream.
Yeah. You guys are uninvited next time.
Sorry, everybody.
Anyway, that's it. Everybody, I'm going. Peace. That's the end of everything.
Good night, everybody.
Someone says save the scene and free Palestine. Thank you. I agree.
Yeah, I said that like 10 minutes ago.
This is my contribution to preventing the horrors of anyway, I'm gonna go. See ya. How do I press buttons again?
With
Save it
fingers.
again, just to be